School!
Is that really necessary?
I just improvised that just now, just be a dick. But what's up, everybody?
Cairo Santos, like, gritty skull dance.
I did see that. That was so bad, but so funny.
So funny, but it's not funny when it's...
But welcome back to the Opening Kickoff, your new favorite show to watch every Wednesday at noon, where me and Maddox cry that our teams suck.
Dude, I think this is... Well, yes, that. I think this is the first week I've beaten you all year.
It was.
This might be the first week I've gone positive.
Yeah, so this week, Maddox went 11-4, putting him at 90, 73-1. I went 8-7, putting me at 10.
What a week.
Excuse me. 105, 58, and 1.
It's crazy, Lennon.
I'm still up by 15.
I only got 4 games wrong this week, and 3 of them were in my locks of the week. Or actually, no, only 2 of them, because one of them I just got the spread wrong. But
that is pretty funny. But it's, hey, I still have a...
I'm coming back.
But yeah, the games I got wrong that you didn't were Bears, Vikings, Bucks, Bills, Seahawks, Rams. We'll get into that in a moment. The games we both got wrong, which include your 4, are Panthers, Falcons, Chiefs, Broncos, and Lions, Eagles. Oh, and Chargers, Jaguars.
So I didn't get a single game wrong that you got right this week?
Yeah.
I need more of that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, if
I
do what
did
you
this
did
every week, I could be back.
Yeah, for sure.
And we still got playoffs. Oh.
Well, I guess we can just go ahead and get into the recap of the week, starting with last Thursday, Jets, Patriots.
Jets games are like so ass to watch. I mean, watching Travion Henderson get 3 touchdowns is pretty cool. It's funny because Zach has been trying to trade me him and try to get Jonathan Taylor forever. And every time he scored, he's like, I'm telling you, Derrick Henry's not going to do that for you. Like, you need to trade for Travion Henderson. So it's kind of annoying having to listen to that in my ear the whole night. But I don't know. I think Justin Fields just got benched again after this game. I mean, he threw for like 110 passing yards, and he had
116,
had a bunch of garbage time passing yards.
He's ass.
Drake May continues to ball out, and the Patriots...
Is he ass, or is it the system? Because they've been, like, the announcers shit on him constantly for not throwing the ball downfield, but how often does he get opportunities to throw the ball downfield?
I would agree.
And you realize we're in the middle of something, though,
but,
bro.
like, babe, Logan sent me this. That doesn't sound like you.
We're in the middle of something, dude. I have to edit all this out, just so you know. Well, you might as well... I sound different, or what? Do I sound higher pitched, or what?
Bro, is that a question?
Sure. You already interrupted. Walked in and covered a camera, actually.
To show the fans.
I actually like this one.
Let me see.
Look.
Is that me?
No, that's... Maybe you recorded it, but...
Oh, that's you?
Yeah. I thought you'd say you like that because it's
You kind of look like a Jew.
That's an insult?
Dude, that does not... You just have like a Jew nose in that video. That does not look like
I sound
you.
different?
Your voice sounds like deeper than I would think.
It does sound deeper. My voice has got higher pitch.
I will say, I think somebody's singing in the background, too. I think they're like, you're harmonizing.
Matt's helping me out.
Sorry, I never interrupt your podcast again.
Good. Now get out.
Hey, come on, Alex.
Get out.
You could have been like, hey, babe, can I show you something? Don't shut the door. Don't shut the door. Can you... I literally said don't shut the door.
Oh. Anyways, to answer your question, I think the Jet system is kind of ass, but I think Justin Fields has also looked ass in other systems. But how good were those other systems he also looked ass
Did you hear the announcer last Thursday say, like, man, I've seen Justin Fields play some, like, really good complimentary football. And I literally looked at it and he was like, never once in his career has Justin Fields.
He had a few games in Pittsburgh last year where he played pretty complimentary, I guess you could say.
Okay, sorry, it wasn't even complimentary. It was like,
but he
like really good football. Like it was a synonym to really good.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's ass. I love him, bro. And if there's any quarterback that I would like pay money to get proven wrong by, it would be Justin Fields. Like I like him, and I would love to see him succeed. It's just
oh my god,
it's not gonna work.
Go to Minnesota.
No. It's not. That's not going to change anything.
Go to Minnesota.
We got JJ.
No, I know.
We got 9.
I know. Imagine. I'm just saying, go to Minnesota for his case.
Oh, like for a year.
If
like
he can get, his athletic ability.
If KOC just looks at you, bro, you know how to play quarterback.
But you know what I'm saying with his athletic ability. But yeah, Drake May continues to have an MVP season.
Their schedule's not getting any easier. Like they could compete for the 1 seed in the AFC.
I mean, they're tied for it
Other,
right now.
they have to play the Bills one more time this
Or
season.
do they
Other
have?
than
Do they
that,
have it right now? The Patriots,
They have the division right now. They're
No, I'm
above.
saying they might have the 1 seed because them the
No,
Broncos.
the Broncos have it right now.
Or what's the reasoning?
The Patriots lost to the Raiders week 1.
I know, but they both have 2 losses. So I'm saying
I know
why are the
it goes
Broncos?
down to the teams you lose and beat. So
Okay.
the Broncos beat the Raiders. The Patriots lost to the Raiders.
Okay. Dang. So yeah, I mean, who knows? And they have to play the Chiefs one more time. The Patriots have an easier division, but they got to play the Bills. So I mean, who knows? But yeah,
Other than the Bills, bro, their schedule, like, at the end of the day, you can only play who's in front of you, and they're beating the shit. No, I wouldn't say beating the shit, but they're playing very good
Yeah.
against these bad teams. But they're going to be a high seed in the playoffs, so that's going to be fun to watch.
yeah, for sure. Next game I got written down. Let me pull it up.
Miami probably.
Yeah, Commanders Dolphins.
I'll be honest, I barely watched this game. I woke up at 8:30 to my alarm, and then randomly fell back asleep until the second half. And then the second half was also pretty boring. I feel like Tua played okay, not like fantastic. I feel like teams need to learn to kick field goals. I feel like I saw multiple drives in this game.
Yes. Can we talk about the end of the game? This blew my mind. Did you see the end of the game?
I did. I'm trying to like refresh my
Okay.
memory. You go in.
Okay, so I don't remember the exact scenario. It's 4th and goal. Game-winning field goal situation. Less than a minute left. 4th and goal. Less than a minute left. Tie game.
Tying? It was
Tie
tied?
game. Tie game. What do you do?
You kicked field goal.
Yeah, McDaniels went for it.
So this is what that was what I've been hearing about. Because the Commanders had drives like that too.
No, but this one was like
They would have gone
game-winning
up.
field goal. Where like then the Commanders had a chance.
They had
for
like a minute
the
to
Commanders
go.
had a chance at a field goal after,
Yeah.
and then to like get a game-winning field goal. And it's like they
So
either
teams need to start taking their points.
It pisses me off. But yeah, that was one of the dumb.
I'm surprised that's not more.
I was-
fresh in my
I
brain.
honestly-
I really didn't pay much attention to this game. But
I was
Jack
watching.
Jones
I
made a
was
huge
watching
play
this
on
in
the time.
church. I was peeping my phone pretty hard in church.
That's kind of funny.
But who cares? But
Jack Jones made a huge play in OT with the interception. I feel like other than that, Marcus Mariota actually did not play terrible this game.
yeah, he played pretty solid. That pick at the end was bad.
Yeah, but mind you, this is also Miami's defense, which a couple weeks in a row, Miami's not letting up too many points. But yeah, teams got to start taking their field goals, bro. I get it, but-
Achan's submitting himself as.
I mean, he's the best player on their team easily.
I know he's so good. I mean, he's submitting himself as one of the top 10 backs in the league for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. I mean, arguably top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
I like him
Next.
a lot. This game was kind of a snooze fest, though.
Next game. Speaking of snooze fest, Jameis Winston tried his best, but this is kind of a snooze fest. 27-20 Packers.
There's 4 drops interceptions from the Packers this game. And then the interception, Jameis.
I did not know
The
that.
interception Jameis actually did throw
In the end zone at the end of the game,
It
yeah.
kind of seemed like a miscommunication. Like
It did, yeah.
Yeah,
Like he
so-
wanted his guy to break
so
out.
the Packers had 4 opportunities to pick off Jameis when it was like clearly his fault, and then the one time Jameis actually does throw a pick, like it's not 100% on him. It's kind of a miscommunication between.
But this
him
is
and
also the
receiver.
Giants' first game without Dayball too, so I mean they're all over the
And
place.
I honestly, the offense didn't look terrible. I mean, Jameis wasn't playing fantastic, but
It's
that's
Jameis
not really
Winston.
expected. It's Jameis Winston. We're just here for fun. I mean, no Malik Neighbors, no Jackson Dart, no Scatterbo, and the offense actually looked pretty decent. I still want to see Packers being more competitive in these games.
I
Not
know,
more
that's what
I
I'm
want to see them
saying.
like beating these teams. Like it shouldn't come down to a game-winning interception.
I agree. I just don't know. Josh Jacobs, how long is he out for?
I don't think it's very serious. I think he's still day-to-day technically for the upcoming game, but I think he's most likely going to be ruled out.
Dang. Yeah, man, I think the Packers are kind of frauds, but I could be proven wrong.
I just feel
don't know.
like, dude, I feel like with how weird this season's been, with how many teams I've called frauds myself, I think I'm kind of done calling teams frauds. I feel like with how this season has gone, I feel like a win is a win at this point. Like
True.
this season has been so strange. Like
That is
there's been
very
so
true,
many
yeah.
weird games. Like if you can win the football game, that's all that really matters this year.
Next game, the AFC South mid-off, Texans, Titans.
Bro, the fact that this was even close is beyond me.
It's just crazy how much CJ Stroud really elevates his team. Not that Davis Mills is playing bad football, of course,
But I
but
don't even. I'm gonna be honest. If CJ Stroud's playing, I don't think we have that much different of an
you
outcome.
think they're just that bad of a roster?
I think the offensive line's terrible. I think
You
the
have no
play-
running
I
back.
think the play calling on offense is not good. I don't think Woody Marks or
Have you
Nick
noticed
Chubb are
CJ
getting it
Stroud
done.
consistently throws under center more than any quarterback in the league? Have you noticed that?
No, I don't pay attention to Texans games. They're so boring. Or especially not Titans games. That's for damn sure. But, I mean, I don't really have much to say about this game. Cam Ward turned the ball over again in another fumble. Like, I don't know where this fumbling problem started. I know the NFL is a lot harder than college. I really want to see Cam Ward, like, have one game this season where I was like, okay, that is who I thought this player was. I just need one game. I'm not saying he has to finish the season with really good stats. I want to see one good game out of Cam Ward. I have not seen it yet this year. I just need to see it one time.
All right.
Other than that, fuck this game. That was stupid.
Let's go to one of my games at heart I love, but in my chest I hate. Panthers, Falcons.
Wow. Bryce Young,
At 31
all-time-
of 45, 448, 3 tuds, which is
the all-time Panther single game passing yard record. I would have never have guessed that would ever be given to Bryce Young. I would have never expected the Panthers to win this game and it not be because of Rico Dowdle and the defense. I feel like this is the first game all season that I've been like, Bryce Young was the reason they won this football
Bryce Young
game.
carried.
He even went out with an injury for a little bit in this game, came back
back.
and played some really good fucking football. Ted McMillan with his best game of the season easily. What a game from him.
I know,
And,
and I benched him.
Tommy
course.
Tremble, is that his name? The tight end that had that
Yep.
big breakaway catch that basically won them the game. Bro. Honestly, what's crazy is I didn't even see overtime because I was like busy doing something, and I like literally forgot that the game went into overtime and had to look up on my phone who won, and it was the Panthers. I did not think the Panthers were gonna sweep the Falcons at all. I thought the Falcons would take this game for sure.
That's big
Kirk
for
Cousins came in though and looked like shit again. Like
It sucks. Michael
and-
Penix Jr. is out now.
Out
I'm gonna
for the
miss
year.
for the year.
out for the year.
Damn.
That's what I read. I might be wrong.
No, I think I just know he's on IR, so you're probably right. It
I
was
mean,
a
if
knee,
he
it
is
was a
on
knee
IR,
injury,
he
right?
Basically, he's out for the year at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow, that's sad. Sorry, Falcons fans, but it's not like y'all season was anywhere.
Honestly, it might just be better at this point because they're not gonna make the playoffs anyways. Like lose some extra games to get because they don't even have a first round pick next year because they traded it to the Rams to get another pass rusher. Kinda
So
forgot
that's
about
what's
that.
so funny. So Hat Guy from the Skate Podcast, he's a big Rams fan, and he like every week picks against the Falcons just because they have their pick,
Yeah.
and he's like they're gonna be terrible because I want them to be
Isn't
terrible.
it crazy that
And it's gonna work out. They're gonna have a bad pick this year.
like the Giants traded up to draft a quarterback and didn't give up a first rounder, and the Falcons traded up to get a pass rusher and gave away a first rounder.
I agree. I don't like it, but both of those D linemen have been playing pretty
No,
solid.
I
this
like
year.
them a
You
lot,
know what
but
I'm saying?
I don't think you should be like.
You think
I
they
get
could?
they had high hopes on the season, but trading away a first round pick to trade up to get a pass rusher that's not even like a top 5 prospect. You know, I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah. Well, take your shirt off and we can get into your game real quick. Bears Vikings. You said you didn't have that many notes on it.
I wrote down some. I mean, I did pick the Bears in this game. You know, I saw it coming. I saw it coming. You know, I was watching this game with Mom, and every time like we had a chance, like when Jordan Addison scored the touchdown, she was like, "Look, you're fine." You know, I said, "No, we're not fine. We lost." Like the whole game, I knew we lost. Like it was just one of those games. After the first,
And
couple
her being
drives,
so sweet almost makes it worse.
no, I'm like, Mom, just shut up. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
You're
it's
not
like
making me
you're
feel
being
better.
so nice, but I don't need it right now.
yeah, like, after the first couple drives with all the missed throws from JJ, I pretty much knew it was over from then. You know, we can dive into that. The missed throws from JJ, bro, he had a few this game, and these aren't like
16 of 32. That's crazy.
And threw
So
two
was
inter-
Caleb.
two
Caleb
inters-
was 16 and 32
but-
as well.
JJ had 2 interceptions. Caleb did not do that.
And they weren't on trips this week.
You know,
They weren't on trips and miscues this week. There were some bad
yeah,
throws.
you know the Bears have 3 people in the top 5 for interceptions this year.
Really?
Yeah, so Kevin Byard leads the league in interceptions. I couldn't name the other 2 off the top of my head, but that's besides the point. They're playing good defense.
Is that number 26 guy, the taller corner kind of?
I genuinely don't know. I just saw like a stat about it. I didn't even read who the other players' names were. But Kevin Byard leads the league in interceptions right now. Would never have guessed that. Oh, I'm looking at my notes from last week. Hang on. All right.
Yeah,
let's-
Nashawn Wright, right? Is he
Yeah.
one of them?
Probably. Yeah. It is Nashawn Wright. Okay, so multiple drops from the receivers as well. You know, Addison had a pretty bad one. Hawkinson had a bad one late in the game. But honestly, like when the offense just isn't clicking, when your quarterback's overthrowing the ball, I feel like even sometimes you got to put drops on the quarterback because like how can you expect your receiver to catch a ball when half the time you're not even hitting them? Like so when you do hit them, like I don't know, I feel like it could be harder to catch a ball whenever you don't even know if it's going to hit your hands or not. If that makes sense. I will say, bro, Dallas Turner had a great game. He had like 2 TFLs, a batted pass, a sack. With how he started
About
the year,
time, dude.
I
Yeah,
really
about
wasn't a
time.
big fan of how he'd been playing. I'm glad he had a great game, showed some promise here against the Bears. So JJ McCarthy was not sacked a single time this game.
Wow.
We had a great run game. Aaron Jones averaged 4.5 yards per carry. Jordan Mason averaged 7.5 yards per carry and had a touchdown. And yet the offense still couldn't get going. So offensive line had a great game. The run game had a great day, but we just can't can't get clicking in the pass game. We're turning the ball over, and it's just really sad to watch, man. Like,
Y'all were 3 for 11 on third down, too.
yeah, this offense has so much potential.
Dude, you only had 2 penalties, too. Wow. The
Yeah.
Bears had significantly more penalties than y'all.
It's just the turnovers that was really what killed us this game, and you know just the missed opportunities.
What happened in the red zone where y'all didn't convert? Do you remember? Because y'all were 2 for 3 in the red zone. But the Bears were 1 for
This
2.
game is just pissing me off. I don't even really remember. I don't even care. what I do care about is holy shit, our special teams, bro. So, Miles Price had another big return this game, called back because of a holding call. I swear that's like the 10th time that's happened this year. And then, bro, holy shit. So we score a touchdown to go up, and we kick the ball off to the Bears, and we let Zacchaeus return it to our territory on kickoff. Like, if we hold them to the 20, 30-yard line, they actually have to get a drive going to get into field goal range, and we basically just let them get into field goal range off of the kickoff. It literally took one first down, and they had an easy field goal. So our special teams really starting to piss me off. We've had fumbles on kickoffs. We had multiple holding calls, ruined kicks this season. We had a kickoff return touchdown. In the last couple weeks, they got called back because of a holding. So whoever our special teams coach is, bro, I go to hell, bro. Other than that, that's all I have to say, bro. This game was just – the Bears gave us every opportunity to win this game, every opportunity, and we literally just didn't take any of them. So
what do you think on y'all season? Y'all are officially cooked?
yeah, we're cooked. Unless we can find a way to like sweep the Packers and beat the Lions again. Which let's be
And hope
real.
the Bears lose a few games.
I mean, yeah, but I don't even think we need to win the division. It would take us coming second in the division above the Packers and the Lions, and that's just not going to happen. Like, if we sweep the Packers, we could have a chance, but we're not going to sweep the Packers again. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Damn. Well, we can get to the next game. Jaguars-Chargers. What do you think about this one?
This was the weird one of the week.
Yeah, 35-6.
Really strange. Bro, the Jags were running the fucking ball. Trevor Lawrence really did not have to do shit through the air this game. And, bro, I don't know how much longer Justin Herbert's going to be alive. Like, they were feasting. Shout out Josh Hines-Allen. Now has the most sacks in Jaguars history. Shout out to him. Great accomplishment.
Wow.
But I feel like this is the first week since, like, week 1 or 2 where Tootin had a good game. Because week 1 or 2, I was like, yo, who's this Tootin guy? He's kind of balling out. Haven't seen much from him. He had a great game. I did not expect this game to go like this, like at all.
Yeah, honestly, I was just peeping this game every minute. And every time I saw anything, the Chargers were doing shit and the Jaguars were doing good.
If there's one thing about the Chargers, they're going to charge you, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, missing both your starting tackles.
Their
like, it's gonna
season's
be rough.
kind of cooked, like with their
They're going to be in the
injuries.
playoffs most likely, but I don't see.
You got Herbert. Herbert's going to keep you in a bunch of games.
But
you know?
Herbert doesn't have a playoff win, and now he has even more excuses to not get a playoff win. Because every year there's an excuse, right? First it was Staley.
Yeah.
Last year it was, new head coach. The defense wasn't great, and now he doesn't have either of his tackles. So that's going to be his excuse this year. I don't know. I actually have the current playoff picture screenshotted to talk about later. We don't have to dive too deep into it right now, but if the playoffs started today, they would play the Colts. So
Wow.
they would lose that game.
Yeah. That's crazy. Very interesting. Any other remarks on that game?
The Jags are still frauds. Don't get it twisted, but good game.
All right. Well, let me change real quick.
I gotta get back locked in. I got like kind of depressed talking about the Vikings game. Now it's your turn to get depressed.
You know what I'm going to do? To show my passion this week. Cam Newton ended up.
Yep.
And I'm going to take a shot.
I don't know if they deserve a shot. Take a shot for Josh
No,
Allen.
this is for Baker Mayfield.
Okay,
Come
well-
on, you couldn't have got a win for your son right before he was born, dude.
Yeah, so
Dude,
it's for Josh Allen.
No. He's locked in this game, dude. His first game after his son. But this is to Baker Mayfield and your son. All jokes aside, we lost last week, but I'm very happy for you, and that's a great accomplishment. Period.
Shout out. I mean, he still has to play on primetime next week, so he's still cooked. But
Hey, he broke the primetime curse already. All right, let me do this. Kind of itchy. Okay. So the Buccaneers lost to the Bills, sadly, 32-44. It was a lot closer than 32-44. There's that kind of garbage time touchdown there.
there's
Then
9 lead changes in this game.
9 lead changes, 6 total touchdowns for Josh Allen. But let's just go ahead because I'm talking to Bucs fans right now, so I'm going to get into the problems just a little bit. We're consistently a good team. We are hurt, so I think, that's a problem. They showed the stat a game or two ago with Bucky Irving, how our offense is top 5 in rushing in every category with Bucky, and we're bottom 5 without. That's a problem, right? Like, that changes your team tremendously. But Sean Tucker balled out last week, so it's like...
Sean Tucker played really damn
So it's like...
And I had I had Rashad White in fantasy of fucking course. I still won, so it's fine.
Yeah. But, so I think ultimately one of the biggest problems is, so this season the Bills have averaged 27.5 yards per kickoff return, and they averaged 39.5 yards a kick return against us. So that means they average starting off on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's bad.
Your defense is not going to do very well. And so I think that's a problem. Clearly our special teams has been a problem this year. We've had multiple fucking problems. We did recover a special teams fumble. So, I mean, that does the problems. But we've had 2 special teams touchdowns on us. Todd Bowles, this is on you. You got to get a better special teams coordinator maybe. I don't know. We got to figure that out for sure. But this is what ultimately is the problem with the Buccaneers. According to the Pewter report, the Buccaneers defense is allowing a 52% conversion rate on 3rd and 6 and longer. So 3rd and 6 and longer, 52% of the time. So half of the time on 3rd and 6 or longer, we let people convert. Okay? According to a Joe Bucks fan, a different Bucks focus site, our 3rd down defense rate is 40%.
That's pretty bad.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's basically a coin toss on if the other team's going to convert on 3rd down.
And they have a fucking better chance to convert
if it's longer.
So like, and the best example is I could not tell you the exact play, man, but there was a play and it was like a 3rd and 5, and we played it really good, and it was like thrown into the dirt, but it was like holding or something, or like false start or something, where it was like a quick play, but clearly like it was that, and we sent like 4, sent everybody at the line. It was a great play, and I literally looked at Annie, and I was like, 10 out of 10 play call. That's what you run on 3rd and there. Like that, we need to see more of that, Todd. Then it's a 5-yard penalty, and I look at Annie, I was like, he's going to send out an all-out blitz now, and they're going to get a first down. His next play, dude, he sent like 8 people. I'm like, why? Why?
And that's not going to work against like Josh Allen, especially.
No, like legit, and it's consistently a problem, and Bucks fans know, and like, I'm kind of getting to the point where I think Todd Bowles has gone carried his whole career by defensive players, Vita Vea, Antoine Winfield, guys who just consistently make plays. And if you're going to do all-out blitzes, you're going to get turnovers. You're going to get stuff like that when you have Winfield, when you have guys like Vita Vea. And Todd Bowles is getting carried. Those 3rd and long stats are literally pathetic as a defensive head coach, to where 50% of the time when you get a team to 3rd and 6 or longer, they convert on you. Yeah. That is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. But let's get into so what we were talking about earlier. We can dive more into it. So it was 4th and 2 on our own 40, down 5 with 7:28 left, and we punted.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. So I think Bucks.
I think what'd you say the score was?
37-32.
I think the only reason I don't like it is, bro, you've let up 37 points already. Like, are you really expecting to
stop them?
Are you expecting the defense to come up big? Your offense is putting up points, and you're playing against Josh Allen, and at the same time,
I think where people are mad is where they're like, typical Todd Bowles. He thinks he's gonna be able to get the stop.
It's like, put the ball in Baker's hand at the end of the day. Yeah. That's what I want. I guess that's because I don't necessarily disagree with punting the ball, but if it's 17-20, it's a whole different story. But they have 40 points damn near already.
True.
And you're expecting a lot out of your defense, who's already struggling today, instead of putting the ball
in
the
best
Max.
They
hands.
put 44 on us, and Josh Allen threw 2 picks, one of them being in his own end zone.
Bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's unacceptable.
Y'all scored on that drive, right?
We scored a field goal. Wow. Bad. Really bad. Really bad.
Josh Allen 6 touchdowns. You know who the last player to score 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns?
Josh Allen.
Yeah,
dude. I literally Annie started him, and so when he got a rushing touchdown, I looked at it, I was like, you started Josh Allen, didn't you? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, at least you're gonna do good. And then James Cook got it. Then James Cook got a touchdown, and Annie, he was like, see, but does that make you feel better? I was like, no! Don't fucking say that. Not at all, because now you're making it deep in my head where I'm like, at least he scored.
No, that's a good thing.
No, it's not
I'm telling you, whenever a player scores against against my team in real life, but I have them in fantasy, there's a little side of me that's like, you know what? At least they scored.
Yeah, but Bucks Rams coming up, this is definitely like, we got to show like we can win, and like the Panthers are too close to us, bro. We don't want to play the Panthers for the division, bro. Like, it'd be nice to play the
Panthers beat y'all in week 18 last year, right? Or was that the year before?
They haven't beaten us in a while.
No, in the last 2 years, one of the last 2 years, they beat y'all in week 18. Or either that or they almost beat y'all. It was like 6-3 or something.
Okay, maybe.
I'm actually going to try to find it. I remember it vividly, but I'm going to try to find it while you keep talking.
I honestly don't have much more to say. I guess I can pull up the box scores a little bit more. Yeah, Sean Tucker, man, it was great to see you ball out. I mean, it just kind of sucks that, like, your career game.
Yeah, so week 18 last year, y'all beat the Panthers 9-0. So, like, they gave y'all a game at the end of the season when it really didn't matter, but, like, and now they're a lot better.
Week 18 last year?
Yeah, or no, it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
because it was in January of 24. That's why I got confused. Right. But that was with Baker, with y'all's weapons, and that was before the Panthers were actually playing good football. Like, they could give y'all a game if it comes down to it. So y'all need to lock in.
It's gonna be very scary, but let's just move on. Honestly,
go ahead. Keep going.
Bengals versus
Oh, you're done with
Steelers.
the Bucks?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
I think this game kind of went how me and you both expected. Even with Rodgers going out, like even with how Cincy beat them the first game,
I did not know Rodgers went out, dude. I did not watch the game at
he
all.
broke his left wrist, or I don't know if he broke it. Or I think he had a minor break on his left wrist.
I heard broke. My heart broke. But like you can play. Rodgers can play with the fucked up.
Well, he's not playing right now. Yeah, I don't think he's playing this week. He broke his wrist.
They're not a must win. Like they're not a win now.
I mean, they're on pace to go 9-8, like they do all the time. But I honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I think this team is literally just as good with Mason Rudolph that they would be with Aaron Rodgers. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, he was 12 of 16, 127, 1 tud.
Yeah, came in and played some good football. But
Kenneth
yeah,
Gainwell was their leading receiver. That's
I
crazy.
knew that this wasn't gonna go the way it went the first week.
What was with Jamar Chase? Where was he this game?
Bro? I mean, you
only had
think
30.
you think that you think Mike Tomlin sat there and watched?
Oh, the Jalen Ramsey. We got to talk about that.
I
Fuck
know.
this game.
Hang
Let's
on.
get it. Okay, say what you
But
have,
I was
and let's
gonna
get to the
say,
interesting stuff.
You really think I almost said Todd Bowles. You really think Mike Tomlin watched Jamar Chase get 24 targets last time they played and didn't go and be like, hey,
Jalen Ramsey.
we are going to let them do literally anything but throw the ball to Jamar Chase this game. And that's what they did. But yeah, Jamar Chase, bro, this is so funny because he spits on Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey throws a punch, gets ejected. And then Jalen Ramsey says, he spit on me. They interview Jamar Chase in the locker room. He goes, I've never opened my mouth to that guy. I didn't spit on nobody. And then there's literally like 4K footage of him spitting on Jalen Ramsey to get suspended for a game, which deserved, by the way.
Oh, Jamar
He's
Chase got
suspended this week. Yep. Deserved.
Because he didn't get ejected, right?
Exactly. Jalen Carter
Because he
got
would have
ejected.
got ejected if they saw.
Jalen
Okay,
Carter got ejected the first play of week 1 for spitting on somebody. You didn't get ejected this game. I'm glad that they're.
I
Bro,
agree. That's just
Don't
bullshit.
spit on somebody. That's gross. Like, if you want to throw a punch, like, you shouldn't throw a punch. Also, throwing punches on people in helmets. I get why Jalen Ramsey did it.
Open hand. I feel like an open hand punch is better than a spit. Like if you're pissed,
Yeah.
just,
Here's the thing.
smack 'em.
I always think it's super corny when somebody punches somebody with a helmet on.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? If you get spit on, I don't care if he's wearing a helmet. You have to punch him. That's like a rule.
Yeah.
But
But
like,
Jalen Ramsey
don't
was.
spit
What
on
do you think
somebody.
about Jalen Ramsey consistently all game? Like I saw a montage where it was just consistently after like plays, hitting Jamar unnecessary, doing all that kind of
I
stuff.
think it's just. I think that's.
It's just football, right?
I think that's just part of the game. I like when players do that, bro. Like Max Crosby, you know, like there's clips of him like kind of like bumping into the quarterback after he gets rid of the ball, talking shit every time he's in the backfield. Like,
Yeah, but some of those examples aren't that dirty. Jalen Ramsey was playing legit fucking dirty.
I mean,
like,
Max Crosby is kind of known for doing that too. Like he gets in the
yeah,
backfield, the play's over, and
you
he
know me, I'm
purposely-
old school. I kind of like it too, but
I think
it's
that's
just
part of the
interesting.
game,
to
right? That's
think
how you
about.
get in somebody's head. You getting
It
pissed
worked,
because like
and you got him suspended next game.
there's some levels where like when you get pissed off, you play better. But whenever you're like super angry at the person guarding you, it's really never gonna.
Who
like,
plays Zach this week? Because he doesn't have Jamar.
Yeah, but he has Travion Henderson, so he's just.
You
Gonna
know, it'd be
replace
so
him.
funny if I played
You know what's
Zach.
crazy? He has Travion Henderson, and guess what team Travion Henderson's playing? The Bengals. So he's just gonna go for 14,000 touchdowns.
Ah, so funny.
Let me check.
But yeah, dude, I feel like just spitting on somebody is just
That's
nasty.
gay, bro.
I've
That's
never
gay.
been that mad where I like would want to spit.
Bro,
on
I would.
somebody.
I don't think I would literally ever do that.
Like that wouldn't pop in my brain, you know, like being mad. Like it's,
He plays Grant this week, so he's gonna win.
but you know what's crazy? Dak didn't get suspended for spitting on Jalen Carter
But he didn't
first.
spit on Jalen Carter. He spit on the ground.
So you think it's
He
that?
spit on the ground and looked at Jalen Carter like.
So he was like spitting at his feet, right? But like not on him.
Like I don't even think he really aimed his spit at Jalen Carter. I think he
it was
just kind of.
It was kind
I-
of. It was like.
but Jalen Carter was far away. Like he was saying
Yeah.
like, "Hey, fuck you," and like spit towards him on the ground.
which is maybe a flag. But like
Yeah.
spitting on somebody, you deserve to be ejected again.
Yeah.
Fair. That's funny. I did not
That's
know
just
he got
gay,
ejected.
Bro. That's gay. Don't spit on somebody.
I know, like, yeah.
Tackle him. Do what CJ Gardner Johnson did against the
T-
Bears.
rip
Slap
his
someone in the
chain
face.
or something, you
Yeah.
know?
That's what NFL players used to do, bro.
Dude, Jalen Ramsey's so good at
What
getting
was
in
the
people's
corner that
head.
got his chain snap? Wasn't it Aqib Talib?
Yeah, it was a keep. Oh, by Michael Crabtree. Fuck a keep to leave, bro. Honestly.
Did you see that Max Crosby was also beefing with Aqib Talib? Or not beefing, but like,
Yeah, where he was like, I was the first player to ever train with you, and of course you talk shit.
no, Aqib Talib was like, he's terrible against the run. And he was like, honestly, he's like, there's no point in even arguing with somebody who's uneducated because like it's just a waste of time.
And like Max Crosby, his stats legit show.
He's probably the best pass rusher against the run in the league.
I mean, there's probably a few guys, but like top.
I really don't think. I don't even think Myles Garrett is as good as.
No,
him
I was
against the
saying
run.
like there's probably a few like random guys that have random stats against the run.
I think
That's
pure pass rusher.
but
He's
like-
the best run stopper, pure pass rusher in the league.
wow. I would
In my
I
opinion.
no I'm saying I agree with you, but I'm saying like I feel like stats wise, but amongst the top pass rushers in the NFL,
Yes, he is the
he's
best at
easily the
stopping the
best
run.
at stopping the run. Next game I have written down Brock Purdy's return game.
Bro, he balled out too.
it made me happy to
No,
see.
there's something bigger we got to talk about in this game. Jacoby Brissett is officially an NFL record holder. Completed the most passes in a single game in NFL history at 47.
That's the most completions
Most
ever.
completed passes in an NFL game ever
What?
at 47.
What?
And he only threw the ball 57 times. There's been games where quarterbacks have had
Nobody's
70
completed 50 passes in one game.
Nope. At least that's what I've been hearing. You can fact check me if you really want.
No, I
but
believe you. That's crazy.
There's been games. Doug Flutie had a game against the Vikings where he threw the ball 70 times, didn't break the record. Jared Goff against the Chiefs that one game, I want to say he threw the ball almost 60 times, didn't beat that record. Only threw the ball 57 times, and he averaged like 8 yards a completion, and completed 47 passes. That's
and 2 interceptions, so he really completed 49.
without Marvin Harrison in the game too. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like they got shit on this game. Like a
Yeah.
lot of garbage time stats.
Christian
Brock
McCaffrey's
Purdy-
so good.
I'm
bro.
glad Brock Purdy came in and like shut everybody up. Like Tom Brady sitting there saying like you should consider
Yeah,
starting
consider
Mac Jones.
Come
Bro, like,
on, bro. Come
I get it.
on.
Mac Jones is playing good, bro, but Brock Purdy just got paid $50 million a year for a reason. Like
Yeah, come
that
on.
wasn't for no reason.
Especially from a former NFL quarterback. I get you're putting up a guy, but you're putting down a guy more.
Well, because Tom Brady tried to compare it to his scenario, and it's like, bro, Mac Jones is not Tom Brady. Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
be very real here.
And Tom Brady was a second-year player. You know what I'm saying? Like, with way more potential. But, yeah, that's great. I did not know. So, hey, shout out Jacoby Brissett. Knock off Gino. Hey, it's a little Gino.
Yeah, but the Niners, like, they look good, dude.
Yeah, they're going to make a run.
Ricky Pearsall's back.
If they make the playoffs, they're in the NFC Championship. So
I mean, pretty much, bro. And they're 7-4 right now. Like, they're gonna be in the playoffs, honestly, because they have the Panthers coming up. Their schedule's not getting crazy or anything. I mean,
they've already played the Rams twice and beat them once.
have they played Seattle a single? I don't think they played
I don't
Seattle
think
yet.
so. That series is going to make it
I
interesting.
feel like they probably split that series.
If they win the first one against Seattle, it's going to be like, fuck, they might win the division.
I don't
Because
think
they're
they'll
only
win
one game
division.
behind the Rams right
I
now.
don't think they'll win the division.
And the Rams, I mean,
think the Rams. Are
here's the
best.
thing, the Rams
are the best team.
the
in
Rams are going to slip up this week. So,
All right.
speaking of the Rams, Seattle Seahawks versus Rams. Sam Darnold is officially owned by.
You know what I learned from this game? Well, other than the Rams own Sam Darnold, bro, the Seahawks defense is really fucking good.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Bro, Sam Darnold gave the Rams the ball 4 times, and this game came down to a missed game-winning field goal. That is nuts.
It is crazy.
That should never be the case when a quarterback throws 4 interceptions. Also, shout out to Ernest Jones. I don't know if you saw the clip, but he went on the podium. He was like, Sam Darnold's played really good quarterback all year. He's like, the last thing I'm going to do is sit here and like blame my quarterback for losing the game. Like, standing up for his quarterback on the podium.
Fuck yeah, I did not
Love to see that.
And you know who constantly did that shit too last year? Jay Jettas. Well, Jay Jettas does that for McCarthy too.
Yeah.
But the point I was making is I think that shows Sam Darnold as a guy.
Sam
I
Darnold's a
think
guy.
Sam Darnold's a locker room guy.
There was a, it might have been Singleton. There was a guy in the Broncos who also was like, if you're talking shit about Bo Nix online, like, it's just, but no, Ernest Jones literally was like, he was like, we lost the game, but if you have anything to say about my quarterback, honestly, fuck you. Or like literally said fuck you on the podium and probably got fined for it. But that's just so tough.
Fuck
bro.
yeah, bro.
But,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Seahawks defense is legit. The Rams didn't play fantastic on offense in this game, honestly. I mean, like I said, they got the ball given to them the 4 times. What they scored 28 points,
21.
21 points.
19,
Like
21.
I will say though, Matt Stafford has thrown 22 consecutive passing touchdowns without an interception.
You think he got MVP right now?
I think he does as of right now. Just because I don't think they're gonna give it to a running back. I feel like JT's the only really guy who can compare, other than maybe Drake May.
If JT has, like, let's say this week Stafford just has another game like this, where it's still like a 2 touchdown, no interception, 120-yard game or 130-yard game. Let's say he does that again, but JT has next week a 200 3-tutty game.
then I feel like it's just gonna be Drake May then, because I really don't think they're gonna give.
You
it
don't think
to
they
JT.
give it to a running back?
I want them to so bad. I don't think they will.
Do you think he deserves it as of now?
JT,
Yeah.
I think he's the most valuable player to his team.
Like, if
easily.
you had the vote, you'd vote for JT?
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like we've kind of taken away from the name of the MVP. It's not the best quarterback on the best team. It's the most valuable player to their team. I think Myles Garrett should be an MVP candidate. I don't think your team should have to be good to be
Yeah,
an
but they
MVP
suck so
candidate.
much, it's just hard to even
But I don't
factor.
think your team should have to be good to be an MVP candidate. It should be who is the most valuable player to their team. I think
Yeah.
Myles Garrett is easily the most valuable player to his team, but they suck, so he'd never be in the running. I think Jonathan Taylor is what makes the Colts offense what it is. I don't think Daniel Jones would be able to succeed the way he is without a running back like Jonathan Taylor.
And you think, and the Rams, I mean, odds are not, you get
I
McVay,
think-
you get McVay another decent quarterback, they can compete.
They wouldn't,
you know?
yeah, but they wouldn't look nearly this good with
course,
anybody
yeah.
but Stafford. But I think a lot of quarterbacks could have success.
But I'm
in
saying,
that
like, the
offense.
Colts with a just different running back is probably not the same
It's probably a
with
completely
JT.
different team, yeah. But yeah, Stafford's continuing to play pretty good football. Shout out Devontae Adams' stat line: 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown, 1000th catch of the
We've
season.
had more points than Puka, though, right? No, he didn't. No,
That's
I
his
lied.
1,000th catch. He got his 1,000th reception. It might have been
Hey,
10,000.
that's sick, dude.
There's no way it's 10,000, right?
Oh no, did you see Josh Allen too? He has the most touchdowns ever for quarterback rushing, and he has the most touchdowns ever by a quarterback before 30.
That's crazy.
And he did both of those against us.
Shout out. Hey,
No, and they put on the graphic, Maddox, when it was a close game each drive. So one drive it said Josh Allen 1 away from most touchdowns ever under somebody 30. I look at Annie, he was like, it's great. He's about to get a fucking touchdown because why else are they putting up the graphic?
It seems like every week somebody just has like a complete legacy game against you guys. So maybe next week we see who's gonna have the legacy game next week for the Rams.
Oh my God, Puka's gonna go crazy. That's what they said. So like Jamel Dean's, I think, is out, and
Yeah, I saw him
Benjamin
leave the game with
Morrison
an
was
injury.
getting torched, bro. And I like Benjamin Morrison, but like he has not played very good outside corner this year.
I
and
mean,
they're
other
like,
than Jamel Dean, y'all secondary's not very good.
oh my God, who just torched us? They were like, okay, they're like, we got cooked by those Bills players. They're like, imagine what McVay's gonna do with Devontae and
Yeah,
Puka
y'all are getting
against
cooked by
him.
Khalil. Keon Coleman wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
He got benched because of some like weird. I think he like missed a team meeting or some weird shit. But
I don't know.
I don't know. But shout out Matt Stafford. What's the next game?
Chiefs Broncos.
Wow. You know,
Are the Chiefs fucked?
I don't think the Chiefs are fucked.
They have to go
however,
5-2 to make
I
playoffs
am
realistically.
I'm going to sit here as somebody who has been shitting on the Broncos all year, saying they're frauds. They still probably are first round exits unless they get the 1 seed. I still don't think they make a playoff push, but I don't think
That's so funny to say. They're a first round exit unless if they get the 1 seed. So you think they're losing their first game in playoffs no matter what?
I mean, no, I'm just saying it depends on who they play. Like if they play the Chargers round 1, I think they could beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
But the AFC has a lot of
That
really
that's
good
it.
teams.
So just so funny.
The AFC has a lot of really good teams making playoff pushes right now.
Yeah.
I don't see them competing with a lot of those teams. However, I think the Broncos are a really good football team. Like Bo Nix, and when it comes down to the fourth quarter, bro, he plays really good football. And you know me, I've never disliked Bo Nix. I just don't really like Sean Payton's play calling. That defense is legit, dude. And they came out and beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't care what their record is. Like that is a
You beat the Chiefs.
damn hard team. To
Even
beat.
okay, what do you think about the bullshit call then that everybody's bitching about?
I don't even know what call you're talking
So
about.
there was like a no call or something on a pass
I
interference
think there
or a
was-
false start or something.
no, I did see that actually. I think there was way worse calls on the Broncos throughout the game. There was a pick six by Jaquan McMillan that got called back because Riley Moss got flagged again because he always gets
Yeah, and then
flagged.
same thing with the Eagles. The Eagles don't get penalties called on them ever on crucial. But I think that's just
The Eagles
bitching.
penalty made me way more mad because that was just stupid, bro.
True.
That was just stupid. You did
Oh
end
no,
up
no,
saying that, right?
I did see that. I was sorry. I was honestly just talking about other tush push penalties. That one with in the game like that's just dumb.
But yeah, I feel like the reason I don't care much about the Broncos penalty is it really didn't affect anything at all. Like, yes, it was technically a false start, but it wasn't like he got an early jump on his route. He like
True.
kinda
And he
just-
even like he got a late round as start.
yeah. So I don't think it affected the play whatsoever. So I feel like, especially if you're a Chiefs fan, the last thing you get to do is bitch about a call for losing
Yeah.
the game. Honestly.
So this is game I didn't even know about at all. So I'm curious about you watching it. The Ravens Browns. Did you watch it?
Not much.
I just kind of saw the
this is probably
little
the
bit with
least football
Shador.
I've watched all week because I was really locked in on the Vikings game. Zach was over. I was talking with mom, and
And we had the bowling thing.
I was
before.
watching the Bucks. So I was mainly focused on the Vikings and Bucks game, and then not much else. And then we went bowling during the 4 o'clock games, and they were all kind of not that.
And I
close.
went home and crashed. So like I didn't watch any
So,
football this week.
This game should not have been as close as it was. I actually, one of my locks of the week was Ravens plus 8.5. Bro, that Browns defense is so
good.
Holy
So
Lord.
good, dude.
The Ravens ran a fake tush push with Mark
Yeah, and
Andrews
dude, that was
scored a touchdown.
crazy.
That was pretty sick. I honestly, we can talk more about the game in a second. This game, honestly, like kind of just went exactly how I would expect, even though I picked them to win by 8.5. Like, it's an AFC North game. The Ravens barely win.
Lamar looked kind of like a deer in headlights at some point. Well, like everybody's talking about it like he looks more
I guess we
mad.
can talk about Shador. We haven't talked about him. I mean, he came in, played like shit, getting a lot of flock on the internet. But like me and you both said, he's never taken a single snap with the number one offense. With
And for a guy who does not have the best media coverage, post game, treated it like a fucking pro. Took
And I feel
everything.
like-
Dude, he knew how much flack he's going to get. And you know his house got broken into that day.
I saw that, bro. That's just so
like,
sad.
dude,
And I
I'm
feel
telling you,
like
I want this
personally,
kid to succeed
I
so
really
bad,
feel like
bro.
it's gotten pretty clear that Stefanski could really give a shit about Shador. I feel
Yeah.
like Shador's literally being set up to fail, which you're already doing when you get drafted to Cleveland, by the way. We know that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, the fact, even if you're the backup, like he's never had a single practice snap with the starting roster.
it makes sense
ever.
when he was a third string, but like, why
Why not?
isn't your
Like-
backup getting any first string reps?
Maybe that's normal.
So
I
maybe
don't know.
here's a good debate why. Think about Teddy Bridgewater. He probably gets 1 day a week where he's running with Team 1 all day because Baker has an off day or something, right?
I want.
Dylan Gabriel is a rookie.
Yeah.
He doesn't kind of have that, so maybe that I'm saying maybe
Yeah,
is
but
like the argument,
here's what
right?
I'm gonna say: a rookie quarterback that was drafted in the 5th round, coming in to a game that he wasn't supposed to be playing in with no preparation, with no snaps, with the #1 offense. I'm not gonna sit here and dog on him for having a bad game, especially against the Ravens defense. Who hasn't
Let's
been
see how he
playing-
looks against the Raiders.
They haven't been playing great, but guess what? He has no weapons. He has multiple Pro Bowlers on the other side of the ball. I mean, what did we expect? I did not.
A coach setting him up for failure.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see him start next week. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna dive into something and I completely forgot to talk about it.
Lamar, deer in headlights.
Nah, I think I lost it. It's whatever.
Shador, Kevin Stefanski doesn't like him getting broken into.
No, it was before all that. I was gonna say something and then I started talking about Shador and I think I just lost it. It's whatever.
It's whatever. We just move on to the next thing.
It'll bug me the rest of the day, but I'll just forget about it.
Lions, Eagles. Basically, Maddox lost me $20 off of this game.
I didn't make you do shit. Didn't you pick the Eagles in our game picks? Or did you pick Detroit too?
I picked Detroit.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, literally,
Yeah.
the reason
And you
why
had bet on every game already. You would have bet on it anyways. I also lost $20.
I
so.
honestly, probably wouldn't have bet on it, but the reason I did was because I was already confident in Lions, and
Yeah.
you just confirmed my pick.
So you said you didn't watch this game, right?
No, I was completely asleep.
So basically, this game looked like you gave two it looked like you gave me and you like a few days to draw up some plays. It looked like somebody gave me and you. They gave you the Eagles roster and me the Lions roster. And they gave us like a week to come up with some plays and just to go out there and try shit and just none of it worked.
I guess like a real defensive coordinator.
It was a really defensive game, bro. This Eagles defense might be better than it was last year. They were getting after Jared Goff. He finished the game with like a 30 completion percentage when he's been leading the league in completion percentage all year.
How did
this
they
season.
score 9? So did they go for 2 or
No,
something?
so they scored a touchdown. Jameson Williams jumps up on the goalpost and does the Antonio Brown celebration, moves the PAT back, and they shank it. And then, so there was some really
That's awesome.
questionable stuff in this game. So the Lions stopped the tush push multiple times in this game, by the way, which, by the way, the Lions were one of the teams that voted against banning the tush push last year. I like that mindset. Dan Campbell's like, we got to stop it, you know?
And then stopped
So
it. Wow.
the Eagles went for it on like 4th and inches when their defense, I mean, the Lions had 9 points. Their defense had been balling out, and the Eagles went for it and got stopped. But, of course, the Eagles' defense was bailing the Lions out all day. Same with the Lions. The Lions were 0 for 5 on 4th down conversions this game, and they kept trying. It did not work. Amon-Ra had his worst game of the season, arguably of like his career since he's,
Did he have multiple
up to
drops?
the next level. It wasn't, I wouldn't even call it drops. He had like a couple like technical drops, but it was like a hard catch and then a lot of targets where he didn't really have the opportunity. Multiple failed 4th down conversions. The Lions faked a punt in 4th and 2, and I talked to you about this earlier. If you're the Lions, bro, you think the teams in the special teams meetings playing against you guys are like, hey, if they line up to punt, we're not going to let them get away with a fake punt. Like, I don't care if you haven't faked a punt all season. You're the Detroit Lions. Like, people are going to be ready for that.
It's kind of like set a quarterback spy for the fake guy.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's also like, if you want to go for it on 4th and 2, you're Detroit. Put your best players on the field and go for it. Don't do a fake punt and
True.
rely-
Give it to Jameer Gibbs and Amon-Ra.
The only reason, like, the Lions had any offense was just Jameer Gibbs with Rack. Like, he was literally running all over the defense after the catch, but he couldn't really get going on the ground. This was some really bad football to watch. And then we can talk about the game-deciding call.
Rock you sin.
Yeah, so it was 3rd down. Lions need to stop to get the ball back. I don't think it would have mattered much because the Lions literally couldn't do anything. Like, dude, the Eagles were genuinely destroying Jared Goff. They had, like, 6 batted balls at the line of scrimmage throughout the game. Like, they
You
batted
can't put
6
up 9 points and blame a call at the end of the game, you know?
Exactly. Like, here's my thing. I don't think
Oh, especially when both of us, our teams played the Lions and got fucked by penalties. Sorry to interrupt you.
my team beat the Lions.
Who did y'all get fucked by penalties?
The
And end up losing.
Chargers.
What was the one that really fucked y'all with the pick 6 that got
That
called
was
back?
the Chargers
Okay,
game.
okay.
But that game we got destroyed. We also had a really bad call against the Lions, but we overcame it because we're just a better organization than the Buccaneers.
Organization.
So the call, I don't think the Lions would have won the game even if that call went their way, the way they were moving on offense. However, I'm not a fan of referees being able to decide the game on like a play on like a call that if anything, should have been called offensive pass interference. Like when you have Chris
No
Collins,
call.
when you have the announcers in the booth talking about how bad a call is, a call has to be really bad because they don't do that very often. And the first
Because
thing,
the NFL is going to get mad at him.
the
for
first
that.
thing Chris Collinsworth said was like, "You have to be kidding me! That is a terrible call." Like he said that like verbatim, pretty much. Really bad call, but really bad game. Honestly, like just the perfect finish to that shit cake that was a game. I don't have much else to say. The Lions. I don't really understand why why Dan Campbell took over play calling after the Vikings game because I feel like other than week 1 against the Packers and then the Vikings game, I feel like their offense, they were averaging like 30.
Yeah, it looks
They were
great.
averaging like 30 points per game throughout the season. And he looked really good last week, but that's against Washington's defense, a super beat up, dead
Yeah.
team. And honestly, the play calling for the Lions game just didn't look good. I don't really,
So, quick question. So, I know you are the mindset of the Lions always go for it on fourth down, so you stick to it, right? Of course, you think it's dumb when they don't do it in field goal range, especially
yeah.
at a close game, right? But let's just ignore that concept, right? Do you think the concept of them going for it on fourth down all the time is dumb? Do you think they like
No.
this game?
because
Do you
they
think
converted a lot.
But I'm
This was. I feel like
This
if you're
is
a
just-
team that
it's
goes
bound to
for it-
happen
If
type
you're a
shit?
team that goes for it all the time, you're gonna have one game a season where it doesn't work and you're gonna lose the game. And I think that was this game.
But
for
you
them.
think it's worth it because they win other games more often than
Yes.
games like this happen?
Because like
Okay.
whenever they played us, the only reason they were in the game to begin with was because of their fourth down conversion.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing the Lions, you're sitting there watching the game and you're used to getting a stop on third down and being like, let's go. When you're playing the Lions, you get a stop on third down, you're like, holy shit, we have another down to like stop them again.
It's true.
And I feel like they've developed the identity of going for it on fourth down. And so when you've developed that identity, I think you stick to it. You shouldn't fold on what you believe in whenever it's not
Yeah.
working out. It's kind of like I wouldn't want to see Tomlin switching up and starting to just go for it all the time randomly because
He's got to play old school.
he's chasing. You got to stick to what you believe
Yeah.
in. So I like
Same
Dan
thing with
Campbell.
Harbaugh, right?
Yeah, I like Dan Campbell. Like keep trying what you believe is going to work. I do think if you're in field goal range in close games, you
It
should
would
take your
it would
points.
frustrate you as a Lions fan though all
Yes,
the time.
yes. I think it. If,
It lost him the NFC Championship,
even
bro.
in the games they've won.
He would have made a Super Bowl without it.
Even in the games they've won, it would bother me if they went for it in field goal range. Other than that,
I
it
agree.
doesn't bother me.
I agree.
It doesn't bother me when they go for it on like the 40 or 50 yard line. But if you're in field goal range, like you said, it's a big reason they lost to the Niners in the NFC Championship. If you have the opportunity
Points
to take
are
points,
points.
take them.
Points. I would be so curious to talk to a guy like John Gruden, like a guy who's a little more old school football, but is like one of the like Andy Reid, right? Those guys who are like old school because they're older compared to like these new guys.
Yeah.
But they're like
But they're kind of in touch
they're
with
the
new
new school.
generation.
Like you have to think when Andy Reid was coming up, he
Mhm.
was doing like the cool.
Yes.
Where I would be curious on what he thinks about this
I want
fourth
to know
down
what McVay
shit.
thinks about it.
Who?
McVay, because
Yeah, like I would love exactly perfect guy to see.
You know
what,
what
he
my
thinks.
least favorite coach is when it comes to it? First off, Nick Sirianni's had some really bad calls on fourth down. Like the one against the Lions, they shouldn't have went for it. And then there was the one against Green
I'm
Bay.
officially the call Mike McDaniel's made on fourth down, going for it when you're had the
Yeah, that
chance to
was really
take the
bad.
lead. That makes no sense.
No, but so I don't know if you remember the Philly Green Bay game where they had the
Yep.
opportunity to punt it. They went for it for no reason.
Terrible.
But bro, Matt LaFleur is like addicted to going for it. It'll be 4th and 8, and they're like on the 50-yard line, so they're just convinced they have to go
No,
for it.
but I think they do it on the 50 a lot, so you're absolutely right.
But I'm saying it's not 4th and 2. It's like 4th and 8.
I know they do it a lot though because their kicker sucks. They have a lot of those is because their kicker sucks, so
That-
they
I
don't have
guess that
faith in
is
their
true.
kicker.
But I
But
don't
they
know,
have
they are like addicted to going for
They
it.
are addicted for it, and I hate.
I swear it
I
doesn't
hate it
work
so
for
much.
them either.
And Greg Olson is another guy I would love to talk to because he wants to push.
I think he's kind of right.
I
I
don't
feel like
think
it
he
is
is.
kind of a new wave, and if you don't like Tomlin, we're seeing him kind of get left in the dust every
You
year.
think
He's not
Harbaugh
competing.
too? Those guys are gonna get left.
Think
in the
about
dust.
Jim Harbaugh. He hasn't done, or not Jim Harbaugh. Tom Harbaugh hasn't really won shit in a long time.
Tom.
John, shit, I combined it. John Harbaugh
Yeah.
hasn't really won shit in a while because he doesn't win in these big games against these head coaches that are kind of
But Harbaugh is the guy to go
implementing.
to win the game. He is the guy to do some risky fourth downs with Lamar.
I would much rather my team go for it on fourth down than go for 2 to win the game, because when he goes for 2 to win the game, it never works. I don't like leaving the game up to one play.
I agree.
I don't like leaving the game up to one play, but I like being like, this is a big drive. Let's try to keep it going, because this would mean a lot if we could get some extra points on this drive on a fourth down, rather than
Yeah, I agree.
let's go for 2 and all this 4 hours of football we just played, let's leave it up to one play.
I
don't
just
like
think
that.
there's so many times where like a team's down 20. It was like the Jaguars that one game. I don't remember who they were playing, but they were down 21-0. coming into half. And the
Yeah.
first drive, they went for it in field goal range.
Stupid.
Take your field goal. Then the next drive, they went for it in field goal range
Oh,
again.
against the Rams.
Yeah, and so where
I
they're like,
remember that.
it would
You
have
know
been
what?
21-6, so it's now a touchdown game.
You know what my least favorite thing that NFL teams do to this day? Whenever you make a PAT and they
Yeah, the
call an
Bucks do this, yeah.
offsides,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and there's an offsides call and you accept the penalty and go for 2, bro,
It's just a half yard. Why? Or it's just 1 yard. Yeah.
take the Bengals did it this week and didn't convert. Like, bro, just take the PAT.
What do you think about like it's third quarter, and it's either you take your PAT, it's a 6-point game, but you go for it, it's 7. Do you like going for 2 then?
If you said it's the third quarter,
Yeah.
I think you just take your
No,
points.
because this is the thing too. So the Bucks, we did this twice because we did it, and then you look at it later on where it's like, oh, those 2 extra points would make it a field goal game
Yes.
right now.
No, I don't think unless it is like halfway through the fourth quarter, do not chase points. Like if
but that's a new gen
I
thing.
don't like
That's
it.
I
Like,
hate it
if
too.
If I kick
Ugh.
this PAT and it's a 4-point game, I'd much rather just take my point.
See,
than
that's
go
like-
for 2
but
and try to make it a field
That's
goal
how I
game.
feel about fourth downs. Like that's what's just so funny. Like
I feel like fourth downs are a little bit different because you're not necessarily unless
And
it's
you
in
know-
field goal range. You know how I feel about going for it in field goal range. But if you're on like the 50, I feel like you're not necessarily taking points off the board. You're giving yourself the opportunity to score on a drive that's about to end.
okay, but
You're
it's
setting them up
the
for better field position.
I know it's just, but it's like is the potential of points worth the potential of their points when we can just put them at their own 20?
But
you know?
I feel like
And
they
like
still
now,
have the potential to
especially
score
these
points
days
regardless.
too, you're true. These days too, with the kickoff rules, punts are better than kickoffs.
Here's
You
the way
can
I
pin
like-
somebody on a punt way easier than a kickoff now, right?
Here's the kind of brain dead way I like to think about it. If you punt the ball, you have a 0% chance of scoring points on that drive. If you go for it, you have a whatever percent chance. If you kick the ball off, or if you punt it, or if you don't get the fourth down conversion, they still have an opportunity to go score. Like obviously their percentages are going to increase because based off of field positioning, but I like the mindset of, hey, let's not end this drive here when we can try to go put some more points on the board.
True.
Unless you're up by when you're
it.
up by like 20, bro, just punt the ball.
Yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. We can go ahead and move on to the next game because we are yapping.
Yeah, the last
Cowboys,
game.
Raiders. The game. So everybody comment L Maddox. He made me lose in fantasy when I did not need to lose. Dude,
I
Dak
did not make you
Dak
lose.
actually had a really good stat line this game. 25 of 33,
Yeah, I mean, the
268,
Raiders
4
defense
touchdowns.
is bad. Bro, honestly, that Cowboys defense looked really good this week.
Dude, and what's his face? What's his name? Quincy Williams?
Quinnen.
Quentin Williams. His brother's Quincy. Did you see how sad that was, his brother's post-game interview? And they're like, how's your mental health right now after your brother got traded and all that? He's like, and like the team was like rumoring to cut him. And they're like, he's like, man, I'm just in the dumps right now, just
I
staying
didn't
with
see that.
God.
That's
It was
really
really
sad.
sad, yeah. But
I want to say it was really cool watching the Cowboys win the game. They had Marshawn Nealon's jersey hung up on the, it kind of felt like they were winning that game for him. I like to see that
rest
a
in
lot.
peace.
Defense balled out, bro. George Pickens is.
Dude, and they sat out George and CD. They were just partying for my boy.
Bruh, I wonder. The only receiver in the league that has more receiving yards than George Pickens is JSN. George
He's
Pickens
second in
is
receiving
the
yards?
league in receiving yards,
What?
ahead of Jamar Chase. Dude,
Dude, he was insane this game.
playing insane football, bro. And I feel like him. And
I hate him in
him-
number 3, though.
Him and CD aren't even on the field at this like at
For
the same
real.
time a lot
Yeah,
of the time. Like,
it's almost like he's a better number 1 in that system almost.
yeah, and he's
Isn't that crazy?
he's
Is
gonna
that
be-
crazy to say?
yeah he has 1 year on the contract too, so he's a free agent after this year.
So you think there's no
I
way
don't
he
know if
stays with
Dallas can necessarily afford to keep him. Maybe they can. I feel like it's a lot of money to have the highest paid quarterback.
Oh my God, he's
a
going
top
to New
3 paid
England, bro.
receiver.
He's going to New England,
Oh
bro.
my
They have the money for him.
That would
They
be
have a
so
bag
sick.
for him. They had the bag.
Yeah.
They paid.
He's gonna get
They
paid
paid
next year.
Diggs that bag for 1 year.
Yeah, no, he's gonna get paid next year for sure.
I hate him in number 3 though. I think number
By the way,
14 looks
I
cool on
needed
him.
Javonte Williams to score a touchdown in this game for my parlay, and literally everybody on the Cowboys scored a touchdown.
Yeah, nothing
except
else
for
to
him.
say besides. Do you think the Cowboys can make a potential playoff run?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't see
You
it.
think they can make a potential playoff run?
Like I think they'll be one of the teams in the hunt towards the end of the year, but I just think they've played really inconsistently this year. Like
Yeah.
the game against the Bears, Dak kind of shit the bed. The game against the
Yeah.
Broncos, Dak kind of shit the bed. They had a game. Oh, against the Cardinals, where I bet a bunch of money on they shit the bed.
What?
They've been too inconsistent for me to think that.
I guess last little part while you grab that. If you're a Raiders owner, you're Imagine.
Fire Chip Kelly.
Fire Chip Kelly. What do you think about?
Keep Geno for another year. You got him front of
Okay, well, what about old ass guy? What's his name? I'm losing.
Pete Carroll?
Yeah.
Give Pete Carroll another shot too.
Isn't it crazy? He's 80, bro.
Yeah, I like his energy. I feel like the players like
You
him.
know, he still sprints to the sideline with the team.
Sick, bro.
I told that to Annie. I was like, how can he do that? I was like, how does that not kill him? And she goes, that's probably
he's
why he's
Harbaugh. Like he gets involved in the practices, you know.
I know, but he's 80.
That's sick.
Like
I don't know. I think give. Whoa.
like there's videos of him at like 70 bench
Yeah,
pressing.
give
and
him
shit.
another year. Give Gino another year with a new OC, with a better offensive line. Maybe draft a quarterback late.
Oh
this
my
year.
gosh, Gino was the leading rusher for the Raiders.
Yeah, GT could not get there, but they also in the second half like didn't run the ball basically.
Dude, oh my God, is Jerry Jones him for shutting down the run?
I think their run defense was really good. I've seen like shit on Instagram about Jerry, like let him cook. But I just really, I'm gonna be completely honest. They have a very good interior defensive line now, and on top of that, the Raiders' offensive line is really, really bad. Like we've seen it all year.
Yeah.
I heard a stat that they said that GT's had one rush over 18 yards all season, which is just nuts. He broke one away against the Broncos, but it got called back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like the offensive line's terrible.
I just had a funny thought. So like, this is such a dumb thought. I just took a shot. So hear me out. Jerry Jones is kind of like Trump, where it's like because of who they are, some of the good shit gets flagged down. But like, God damn it, Jerry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little bit. Hear me out. Like it was kind of like the Amari Cooper trade that happened years ago. Do you remember this?
That was really bad.
No, when they traded a first for Amari Cooper.
Yeah, they traded away for a 4th-round pick.
No, I know, but that was a great trading Amari. They like it helped them make multiple playoff games. They ended up making the playoffs
But
that
Amari
year.
Cooper was playing really good football, and they could have gotten way more out of him. They traded him for like a 4th or a 5th.
No, I was saying when they traded for him, when they brought him to the team and they traded a first for him.
I'll die on the hill that they shouldn't have traded Mike. I'll die on that hill.
No, I agree. I'm saying when they traded for him, when they brought him to the team.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm
They
saying
got a
like,
first for him, and everybody was like, "You're getting rid of a first, yada yada." They had a stud receiver for years for a first,
Yeah.
right? So it's like he makes trades like that, kind of like this Quinn Williams trade. It could pan out really well for him, but it's fucking Jerry Jones, you know.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna get no credit. But he wasn't, sucking Bill Clinton. So
Your homework.
do your homework. We can get into game picks of the week. We did that's some crazy shit though.
Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about that on here.
All right. First game I have written down. Let me grab a pencil real quick.
No, I'm good. I'm done doing locks of the week because I quit sports betting. Guys, stop sports betting. Unless you're winning money, keep doing it. But if you're like me, just delete.
I'm doing pretty good.
I delete all the apps. I'm done. I'm done till playoffs or maybe the Super. Might even not do playoffs and just do the Super Bowl. I feel like I might come back for playoffs because I feel like some playoff
Do you hold
games.
yourself just to do like what I like?
I don't
or
even want to
you
do that.
Just a bullshit parlay every week,
I don't even want to do it. I just lose.
like
I'm
a $10 parlay where you might win 20 grand, where you don't care.
I'd
but-
rather because they just build up, bro. I've been doing that all year, and all I've done is lost a bunch of money. Like I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it, bro. I'd rather keep my money for my Clash Royale account. Playoffs, I might come back because I feel like there's always some playoff games that mean nothing to me, and it makes it a lot more fun to have a bet on it.
especially. If
But
you're-
I'll probably just bet on like who's gonna win the game. I'm not doing any more of these bullshit.
I'm so sorry, especially for teams.
Yeah, especially when my team's not gonna be in the playoffs. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. Whenever the Panthers win the division, I just want you to remember this. Keep that energy.
Okay, but that's way meaner because right now we still like
I
have
have a question. Do you ever not even just with football, let's talk about like a personal standpoint. Do you ever catch yourself like when somebody has something you don't, you like covet, like instead of being happy for them, you're like kind of angry that you don't have it?
I think everybody does that a little bit,
You know,
right?
you ever like, ugh, I can't even believe I'm admitting this. There's been a couple of times this year where like I wish the Bucks would just be bad because I'm like jealous of what you get to experience.
Well, there's times like that. Like I honestly never. Yeah, I never felt that.
I don't
last
want
year.
the Bucks to be bad because I love Baker and I love the Bucks, but there's sometimes I'm like, why do the Bucks get to be good and my team has to suck?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
What's funny is you say that, and never once did I think that last year. But
your team was good last year.
no, the Bucks had. Remember, the Bucks were
Yeah, y'all
chasing
started
at
off
the
pretty
end.
bad actually.
The Bucks were chasing at the end, but man, I was just the Vikings were like electric good, so it was kind of hard to hate on like the Sam
Yeah.
Darnold. And here's the also difference: I called Sam Darnold's
yeah, you
blow
really
up.
did.
I called that more than you did too. So, but no, with your team, no, or like football, I don't think I do that. Where
Yeah,
like
I've done it
other
multiple
people, but like
times,
in
yeah.
real life, you'll catch yourself doing that. Where like somebody
Oh,
gets
yeah.
a house, and
I'm
you're like,
really
"Fuck this guy."
I'm really
This
bad
guy
about
sucks.
doing it in real life, but I've caught myself multiple times be like, I just wish the Bucks could be bad just so Lennon could feel what I'm feeling. Like
No.
I'm like jealous of.
It should be the opposite. You're like, fuck. The
No,
Vikings.
I know. Like I'm ashamed to admit it. I'm coveting. That's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not covet. But I've fallen a victim to it.
Speaking of falling a victim, you're gonna lose this week. Let's see what you got.
I actually have some pretty interesting picks this week. I think we might have some different.
Let's see.
I
Bills,
didn't super reach on any games except for maybe one.
Bills Texans. Did you reach on this one?
I did reach on this one. I'm going to take the Texans.
Okay.
I like that defense. I don't think the Bills have been able to compete in games where they couldn't run the ball much this year. I don't think they'll be able to run the ball. And the Bills defense hasn't looked great all season. CJ Stroud, if CJ Stroud doesn't play, he should be back because it was just concussion
So
protocol.
if Davis Mills
If
plays,
Davis Mills plays, I'm not picking the Texans whatsoever.
Right,
But I think CJ Stroud could have some time in the pocket to make some throws. I don't really know who on the defense is going to guard Nico Collins. He's had a few good games
I don't
in a row.
know. Who's Benjamin? What's their rookie's name? Who's had a pretty decent year? Benjamin, number 31.
Yeah, I can't even remember his name. He had a pick a couple weeks ago. He's been playing
decent
pretty good.
football.
He's not
playing
going to
decent-
guard Nico Collins.
Oh, of course.
It's actually bothering me that I can't remember his name now.
Benjamin Harrison.
I think his last name is Harrison. I don't think his first name is
Oh my
Benjamin.
Dang it, I'm getting Benjamin Morrison and him.
Here, how about you keep talking? I'll look it up.
Yeah,
'cause
we'll go ahead and get into the next game.
we
I
just sound
honestly,
like
the reason
idiots
why I
now.
got the Bills, I think the Bills are just a better roster. The Bills need wins right now, while the Patriots
Texans
have the
need wins
division.
too. Maxwell Hairston.
Maxwell Harrison, yes. Harrison or Harris?
Hairston.
Hairston?
Hairston.
Okay. Next game I got written down. Most interesting one, definitely. I wonder if we're going to have this differently. Colts, Chiefs.
I took the Chiefs.
I took the Chiefs as well. What was your thought process?
The Chiefs are really fighting for wins right
Yep.
now. If the playoffs started today, the Chiefs would not be in the playoffs.
The Chiefs have to go 5-2 to realistically make the playoffs.
And this is at Arrowhead. That was the
Yep.
deciding
Yep.
factor for me. I think the Chiefs' run
Fan
defense.
base is going to show up.
Chiefs' run defense has been really good this season. I don't think that JT is going to go for 200 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. If he does, give him the MVP. But I mean, I don't know. I just saw.
Cover the under this game.
Yeah, I could see the under hitting. I think this will be a kind of a defensive battle, and I just think in a game like that, you got to go with Mahomes, even though he's coming off a pretty weird
There
week.
is just
against the
no
Broncos.
way. If they lose this game, bro, they're not making playoffs.
Yeah, I would
like,
agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, that's so dramatic to say they could still make
Yeah,
playoffs, right? But I'm
it's gonna
saying
be a really tough. Like
they're under
they need
500.
this win right now.
They're under 500 if they lose this. So.
Yeah, they need this win. Are they 5-4?
Are they 5-4 or 5? They're 5-5.
5-5. Wow,
They have to win.
crazy.
This is a must
That's
win.
just crazy. They were 15-2 last year.
And did you see last year they're 11-0 in one possession games, and this year they're like 0-4 or some shit?
Really bad.
Crazy.
The Broncos are kind of like them this year, where like they keep winning games.
Yeah, that's how the
bullshit ways,
Bucks
and you're
were
kinda
for a
sick of
little
it.
bit
Yeah.
too. But like, at least we're getting away
Yeah, we
from
both
that.
have the Chiefs.
Well, yeah.
I'm actually glad we picked the same in this game because I really don't know who's gonna win. So I'd just rather. Have
I
the same. I'd
honestly,
rather have the same.
I knew we'd both pick the Chiefs, but I stuck with the Chiefs because I'm not betting against Mahomes, you know.
Yeah.
Seahawks Titans lock of the week.
Yeah, I'm curious what the spread is on this game, but I'm not gonna look it up because I don't want to.
All right, Vikings Packers. Who'd you go with?
You know, I think it would be the most 2025 NFL season thing ever
For y'all to beat them
us to beat them this game.
and
So,
JJ to look so good.
not even to look so good, bro. The Packers just on offense just have not been clicking.
It's gonna be a touchdown
They
game.
had a pretty good game against the Giants offensively, kind of. But Josh Jacobs dealing with an injury.
Yeah, he's not
Jordan
playing.
Love-
Josh Jacobs not playing this game.
Jordan Love even came out for a bit. And man, their offense has not been clicking, and our defense has looked good these last few weeks. We just need a couple good drives where we can actually run the ball efficiently like we have been the last couple weeks. Realistically, we probably won't win this game, but just with how this season has been, I really do think we have a chance. And even if we win this game, I don't think we're going to be in the playoffs or anything. I just want to beat the Packers. So I'm going to take the Vikings and go into Lambeau and win.
This is one of the games we talked about going to, wasn't it?
I'm so glad we're not going.
Yeah, for sure.
I almost don't even want to go to Dallas.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, you do.
We're going, obviously, but there's a part of me that's like, bro, we're just going to fuck.
All right, well, I took the Packers.
Yeah.
JJ's got me really worried. Oh, we didn't talk about JJ. Can we get into JJ a little bit?
I talked about JJ.
No, I'm saying in our game, I want to talk about JJ a little bit.
Like, dive deep into it.
Just a little bit. So, obviously,
Yeah.
the meme with the 9, hilarious. Of course, you're going to get
Yeah.
memed for that.
No, I
even if you play good, it was kind of cringy enough
Yeah.
to where it's going to get memed on. Even if he played good, it would have been a funny meme, right?
Yeah, no, even me, who's like sitting here depressed watching how bad JJ's been playing, like I find the 9 memes funny.
Yeah, but part of me is like, man, he's just a rookie, guys. Like,
He's played 4 games.
I know people. I feel like The NFL is just so mean.
And he has
the
done,
NFL is
he
being
has
really
done
mean to him.
nothing but take full accountability.
The NFL is being
consistently.
really mean to him, man.
The one thing that bothers
So are
me,
Vikings fans. Vikings fans are being really
we
mean
got
to
booed
JJ.
off the field at our home stadium.
So sad.
One thing that's really bothering me is watching.
That's bull. I hate when
Justin Jefferson's
I hate
body
it.
language has been pretty bad, and I've never really seen that out of him. He's played with a lot of shady quarterbacks, and I've never really seen this out of him. And I know like it could be frustrating going from JJ to Carson Wentz and just struggling offensively all season. But I feel like when you're the guy on the roster that's making all the money and you're supposed to be the best receiver in the league, bro,
you got to step up.
you got to
in
keep
this.
your chest up and like keep the body language positive and like keep good.
But
team
when you do
morale
that
throughout the
year-
game.
Which you just said this, but like he's done that year in and year out, right? So it's like god damn. Do you think JJ wished they kept Sam Darnold?
he would
really?
never say that, but I feel like
If
deep
we
down,
got him drunk, he'd admit it.
if we weren't on camera, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, JJ. I'm not ready to.
Yeah.
give
What
up
do
on
you
him.
think? What do you kind of like? What have you seen? Have Minnesota fans counted him out yet, or like what have Minnesota fans kind of said
No,
from what you've
so
seen?
I've been seeing everybody that's not a Minnesota fan pretty much like saying he's shit. And I've
Of
seen
course.
everybody that is a
Of course,
Minnesota
right.
fan being like, bro, like he's played 4 games.
He's
like-
still the youngest quarterback in
And
the NFL.
honestly, seeing him go up to the podium
Younger than
every
Cam
week,
Ward.
seeing him go up to the podium every week and be like, these overthrows are nobody's fault but mine. Like, this is something I need to work on, and I can't wait to go to practice and get it dealt with and get it under control. And like, I'm the orchestrator of the offense. Like, I need to get my shit together. Like, I love to see that. And
Which ankle was hurt? Do you know?
I literally have
Can you
no
look
clue.
that up while we'll talk a little bit more? So you're saying, so you just like him taking accountability?
And I just think, like, he's shown flashes.
Because if it was his right ankle that was hurt, that's gonna fuck with him a lot. That's his
He's
planning
shown-
foot.
He's shown flashes all year. You know, he's shown flashes of being dog shit for sure, but he's shown flashes of being the guy multiple
Yeah.
times this season, and that's what I like to see out of a rookie who's played 4 games.
Do
in
you
the NFL.
think a Kevin O'Connell?
It was his right ankle, by the way?
Yeah, that's your plan foot. That's gonna fuck up overthrows,
But they
bro.
gave him a lot of time to heal.
True, that's gonna fuck up overthrows.
Yeah.
Am I making excuses for him? Maybe.
Bro, some of the overthrows were really, really bad. Like, really bad.
I might need to watch the full tape.
But I'm not ready to give up on him. I think this year we're definitely out of playoff contention in my eyes. We would have to get pretty lucky here in the end of the season. I would love for it to happen. I don't think it's going
Him
to.
scrambling out. How's he looking scrambling out? Does he still look like he doesn't want to run and he's doing a bullshit overthrow?
And
Like how is he
it's
doing
just-
on those?
He can't throw on the run. Like, he really cannot throw on the run.
And he hasn't just been taken off on those moments. Like is he
Not
still
really.
bad about
it wasn't
that?
that bad this game. He had a pretty clean. Like I said, he didn't get sacked a single time.
Yeah.
Like, the pocket was pretty clean. The offensive line played good, so there wasn't much of that this game.
Were his overthrows in the pocket?
A lot of them, yeah.
And like was it like he had good pocket presence to his overthrow?
One of them to JJ, he was not in the pocket, but he still should have made the.
Well, like
it
he was
wasn't-
overthrowing like where he's like in the pocket for no
So
reason.
there's one to
Overthrows.
Jordan Addison. It was like a deep shot that we should have had, and he overthrew Jordan Addison. And then the other one was outside of the pocket to Jay Jettas, where it wasn't like he didn't get to set his body the way he would have liked, but the throw was maybe 7 yards down the field, and he like literally threw it to Yao Ming type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it was
do you
really
think
bad.
it's like if he had if these were cut in like 25%, if you do one of those throws a game, it's not a big deal. But since it's
Yeah,
happening
I mean,
every
we've
drive,
seen Bo Nix overthrow receivers multiple
Baker
times.
does it
He's
every
doing
once in a
great.
while.
Baker does it. Like, quarterbacks overthrow receivers. That's fine. But whenever they stack up in a game like this, because
Yeah.
he's had some bad throws this season, but I haven't seen him miss multiple throws consecutively like I have this game all year. You good?
yeah, I just put my DC a little bit.
But like I said, I'm not ready to give up on him. I want to see some more flashes the rest of the season, and I want to see him bounce back next year and prove everybody wrong. And I feel like with the pattern recognition of Minnesota, we have this pattern where every other year we're good, and every other year we're pretty bad. And whenever we're good, we're never great.
What would you think if like the Raiders offered y'all 2 first and Pete Carroll
for Kevin O'Connell?
for Kevin O'Connell?
Nah, we got to keep Kevin O'Connell. He's been pissing me off a little bit this year, but man, like, he knows what he's doing.
Part of you be like
No.
2 first though.
Nah. I don't want Pete Carroll on my team. I want KOC. I want that cock on my team. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about JJ. It still hurts me watching Sam Darnold play the way he did, because we could have had both of them. We could have given Sam Darnold the contract Seattle gave him and just signed a couple less free agents and, just keep Sam for 3 years. JJ's 25, 26 by the time he comes in and starts and learns from Sam Darnold. I would have loved to see that. But it's whatever. Like, he's going to be fine. I think he'll be okay.
I think you'll be fine too. And
I think him being a bust
how many
almost
losses?
helps
What's
him.
y'all's record? 4 and 5.
I think we're 4. No,
4 and
we might be
4 and 6.
We might be.
How many
We have the
losses
bye
y'all
week.
have? How many losses y'all have?
Dude,
Because if y'all have 6 losses,
it's
y'all
funny because
season's
I
probably
really
over.
should know. I think we're 4 and 5.
Y'all are 4-5. Y'all still
I
got
believe we're
y'all got a
4-5.
fighting chance.
No, we were 4-5 before the game. Now we're 4-6. I forgot. We were 4-5 before the game. Because
Y'all gotta realistically go 6-1
Because we were
to make
4-4
playoffs.
when we played the Ravens, and I remember it was like we need to win this game to go 500. Yeah, 4-6.
Yeah, y'all realistically gotta go 6-1 for playoffs. That sucks.
Yeah, or just like sweep the division, like beat the Packers.
But even
twice
if,
and
how
then-
do y'all quench a wild card with how good the NFC is? You have to think
Yeah,
about the NFC
yeah, that is
West.
true. Yeah, no, we would literally have to basically win out.
Because one of y'all's team's gonna make it. Lions, Bears, Packers. No matter
And
what.
the Bears are winning the division right now.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
Crazy.
And they have a pretty decent game this week. Well, let's just go ahead and move on. Sorry for yapping right
No,
there.
no,
in the
no,
middle.
you're good. I don't even remember what game we were on.
We're on Jets Ravens next, which is a lock of the week. Ravens.
Ravens are getting set up to bounce back, win that division for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Next game, I feel like there's another lock. Giants Lions with the Lions comeback win.
Yeah, the Lions are bouncing back this week. They're gonna shit on the Giants.
But let's get into this one. This one's interesting. Steelers Bears. Who'd you pick?
I took the Bears, knowing that Rodgers is gonna be out.
Okay.
Even if Rodgers plays, Rodgers isn't going to play. I think he's already ruled out. If Rodgers did play, I might have to pick the Steelers because
Yeah.
he does own the Bears. But bro, the Bears are hot right now. I think we'll see one
Oh
of
my
these
God,
games.
the Bears are gonna be 8-3, bro.
I think we'll see one of these games where Caleb doesn't do much, but Ben Johnson's able to scheme up the run pretty well, and we see DeAndre Swift go for like 100 rushing yards. And I don't think Mason Rudolph will be able to move the ball much on offense. They've been struggling on offense anyways. The Bears defense is not good. Their secondary is still really injured. But the Bears are hot right now, bro. I think they'll win this game. If the Steelers did win, I'm gonna be honest.
The Bears defense is playing good ball though. No,
I mean,
I don't know. They had that bad game against the Bengals just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they played good against us, but it was just us.
But I
shitting
mean,
the
like the
bed.
Falcons held y'all to under 22. Like not even shitting on
No,
y'all.
we just it's not even these defenses are good. We just suck on offense. Like we're just not clicking. The Bears defense is really hurt right now. Their
Dude, y'all
secondary's
are
fucked.
like the OU of the NFL.
Yeah.
Shit offense, bro.
Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon are both injured in their secondary. So like, but they're getting a lot of turnovers is the weird thing. I think they lead the league in turnover differential right now.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's really what's winning in these games, and I could see that happening again here. If Caleb can be safe with the football and not do much like he did against us, and the Bears could turn over Mason Rudolph, which is very likely, I think they'll win the game. So,
feel like another lock. Patriots Bengals.
yeah, bro. Trayvon Henderson's going for 3 touchdowns.
So this was the funny one. You asked me about this before, which we never really do, but you were just curious for the Shador Sanders game. Browns Raiders. Did you end up going with Raiders? Or did you stick with Browns?
I went with the Browns.
Okay.
I think.
So why'd you ask me? Were you just curious?
No, I didn't want to pick the Browns if you picked the Raiders. I'm going to be honest. If you would have said
Oh, okay. But you wanted a root for the Browns type shit?
No, I honestly do kind of think the Browns can win.
But you don't want to. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to give
yeah,
them
yeah,
the game.
yeah.
The Browns defense is so good, dude.
If
I feel like-
Shador can play decent, bro, and like have
I
a
don't even think he needs to play decent. He just needs to literally just not suck, which pretty unlikely. He's playing for the Browns, but bro, the Cowboys defense looked damn good against the Raiders, and I think the Browns defense is on a whole different level than the Cowboys. I do not see how the Raiders are going to move the ball against this defense. And on the other side of the ball, the Raiders defense is garbage. They have Max Crosby and then nobody. Like they have 38-year-old Jamal Adams.
Dude, have you noticed Geno Smith is like so trash at like climbing the pocket and avoiding sacks? I've never seen a quarterback more
But
bad
it's
than him.
crazy. Like
It's really bad.
He wasn't bad with that in Seattle though. Like that's the weird
You think
thing.
it's an online problem, maybe?
Well, in Seattle, he had a really bad interior offensive line. That was one of the excuses a lot of people gave him. What's really shocking to me is I feel like one of the best things Geno was at in Seattle was protecting the ball and not turning it over. And this year he has like more interceptions than he does passing touchdowns, I think.
Yeah.
But
He leads the NFL interceptions.
yeah, I don't see how they'll be able to move the ball. And I want to see Shador win so bad. Like they told me.
Oh my
that's not
God.
my AP.
Did you see when Kyle Hamilton hit that, bro?
No, that's so.
Kyle Hamilton sacked him.
That's
And
so
here's the
mean,
thing.
bro.
It's so mean.
No, I mean obviously it's.
Is that
real.
what you said?
Yeah.
No, it's so mean. But the fact that it's Kyle Hamilton and stuff.
No, it's tough. No matter who it is, it's kind of funny. But like, oh, it's so mean. Bro.
So mean. So mean.
But it's just because it's like a.
I really like Kyle Hamilton. I
Yeah.
think he is probably the best safety in the league, honestly, like talent wise.
I mean, he
feel
was
like
all pro last year.
but I feel like talent wise, he's up in the box more than most safeties,
He's the most versatile safety for sure.
without a doubt. And so I really like him as a player, and he's not a shit talker either. And just
No.
for him to go up and do that,
I think it's hilarious.
and then
Like,
all the fat D linemen, you know what do they do around him? You know, like do all that around him.
No, I said it's mean, which I do think it is, but bro, it's football. Like
I
I,
know
think it's
it's
hilarious.
mean because we like Shore, you know.
Yeah.
Jaguars, Cardinals, lock.
No, I took the Cardinals, bro.
Oh,
This is one of my weird ones this week. I don't even think this is that much of a reach, bro.
I don't think so either.
I told you, bro. I'm not.
We have NFL record holder Jacoby Brissett on the
And
side of
like
the
I
ball.
said about the Vikings game, I think it would be the most 2025 NFL season thing ever for the Jags to just go out and shit on the Chargers and then come and lose to Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals. So I'm taking the Cardinals here.
Were you getting stressed about the ETN balling out against you?
No, I had him in the family league, so it was kind of like, let's go. And then I was like,
Because you didn't really care
shit.
if I beat you, right?
I mean, I didn't want. No, I honestly wanted to beat you more than I wanted to win the family league.
Fuck off. All
not
right.
about
No,
beating,
all right. Eagles, Cowboys, who do you got?
If you were competing for the 1 seed, you would get it, but you're not. I took Dallas at home.
Really? I got the
Eagles
Eagles.
offense been struggling. Cowboys defense looking better. Cowboys offense looking good. The Eagles defense really scares me. The reason, because whenever I thought about how good the Eagles defense played against Detroit, I actually almost switched to the Eagles, but this is in Dallas, and I really like Dallas's offensive line a lot, bro. They have like 3 first-round draft picks sprinkled in on the offensive line.
Tyler Guyton, Tyler Booker,
They
Tyler
got
Smith.
the Tylers, and I like the Eagles.
And
second.
Cooper Beebe. Wasn't he a second-round pick?
I honestly can tell you. I like the Eagles secondary a lot, but bro, like with how the Cowboys receivers are playing, with how Jake Ferguson is playing, Javonte Williams been good in the run game. Now I don't think they'll run the ball very efficiently. They did week 1, surprisingly, rush the ball pretty effectively against the Eagles, but Brandon Graham just came out of retirement. He's going to be in the game. They have Jalen Phillips now and helping in the pass rush, but
Third round. I'm washed.
I like this matchup for Dallas, and I feel like the Eagles, it's time for them to like. This is going to be the game where they're like, okay, we need to get our shit
You
together.
locking? Let's yap a little bit.
Let's
The
see how-
AJ Brown shit. What do you think about it?
like the Twitch thing.
The Twitch thing and just everything.
I saw you responded to that Instagram comment I left. That's so funny that you found that, bro. I was
No,
like,
no, I literally was just watching it and I was like, let me talk shit to Maddox.
no, it's funny because I was like, I think I was drunk and I opened that video and I never comment on Instagram videos ever because like I feel like most people that comment on things are like NPCs.
Yeah.
But it had like 2 likes, so I was like, nobody's gonna see this. Like, I'll just comment on this video. It was for context. It was a video of Cooper Kupp talking about. This was 2 weeks ago. How he didn't really care about his numbers because the Seattle won the game, basically. And the caption was like, AJ Brown could never. My comment was, I don't necessarily think AJ Brown is mad that they're winning games and he's not getting targets and receptions. I think it's more that the offense as a whole is continuously not doing what they should be doing.
We look like shit and you're not giving me the ball.
And they're having to rely on the defense every week with the firepower they have on the offense. There's just no reason that should be the case. And I think that's more of the standpoint. And also, it's not like AJ Brown went on the podium and said, if you have me in fantasy, drop me. He was playing Madden with his friend and somebody clipped it on a Twitch stream. Like, I just don't think it's that serious.
Yes, but you gotta know at the same time, like,
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying
Right.
even if he does know that people are going to see it, it's not like he's going and saying it in an interview. Like, he's just saying it. Like, and also that's clearly
Yeah,
like that's
I
clearly
thi-
just like banter
I,
too.
just so you know, I agree with you, but 50% of me agrees with you, and 50% of me is like, that's.
But
cop
I also
out.
feel like the sentence, if you have me in fantasy, get rid of me, is like clearly kind of poking fun at what's happening and
Yeah,
joking,
true,
and not being like,
true.
fuck my franchise, they're not giving me the ball.
True.
You know?
Okay, so another thing is like, what do you think about Jalen Hurts' approach to it all? Just constantly trying to like.
I feel like Jalen Hurts has a very if we win, we win mindset.
Yeah, but you know me, I love Jalen Hurts, except the tush push. But I feel like he's constantly like when they ask him about it, he's constantly trying to be so
He's just an old farmer, bro. Philosophical? No.
philosophical.
Yeah, philosophical. Wow, we are retarded.
Well, I have a speech impediment. You don't, so
I'm retarded.
you're retarded.
Well, actually, technically, that would mean you're the retarded one. I'm just stupid.
that's really funny. Dude. That is really funny, dude.
No, Jalen Hurts is just an aura farmer, bro. I feel like he always is just kind of like, he's going to do his thing, like, and we're just going to win games. I like the mindset of if we win, we win. But I do kind of agree, like, I don't like the mindset of consistently relying on your defense. Like, I would really like Jalen Hurts to say, like, I'm happy we're winning games, but we need to
play better
better.
on
Yeah,
offense.
which maybe he has, and I just haven't. Like, I don't watch every
of course,
post-game
of course.
interview, but
Which he might have. Yeah, he's
I
actually.
agree with AJ Brown. Honestly, that's why I commented on that. By the way, the Instagram post ended up blowing up, and I got like 1,000 comments and like a bunch of people replying, and it was really annoying.
No, I
But
know, and a bunch of people like just trying to argue, and it's like you weren't even being
I
like.
will say nobody like was rude to me.
That is
like,
good.
There were people that like disagreed with me, but
Yeah, but like it's just so funny that like some people like your comment wasn't like fuck AJ Brown, fuck Cooper Kupp. You were like
I was
I
just
ge-
kind of like, I don't think AJ Brown's.
I don't think AJ Brown's being malicious.
I
is
can
all
read
you
the
were
comment
saying.
if you want. I could try to find
Yeah,
it.
if you want to pull it up, it's funny. And while you try to pull it up, we can just get into Falcons Saints. I bet you can pull it up pretty fast. I feel like who did you take?
I actually thought about this one, but I did. Wait. I didn't even pick this game yet.
Well, look for that, and you can think.
Yeah,
for a
I'll read my
second.
comment real quick. I found it. I said, I think A.J. Brown is justified this season because he's not necessarily complaining about stats, rather than the fact that their offense has looked atrocious almost every game this season. The way they've been winning games isn't sustainable, so I get it. That's all I said. And that comment currently has 593 likes, and the video got 30,000 likes, and I'm the top comment.
Nice.
No, I'm the second comment.
Nice.
Who do I want to take this game? I was
gonna
gonna ask you to say it first, but I don't want to cheat it. Saints coming off a bye. Who did they beat a couple weeks ago? The Saints. They beat the Panthers, and the Panthers just beat the Falcons.
Bryce Young got hurt though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, but
And the Panthers were winning before Bryce Young got hurt, so I would say.
regardless, even if Bryce was playing, like I said, to be the most 2025 NFL season thing ever
For the Saints to win.
for the Falcons to win. The Falcons lose to the Saints beat the Panthers, and the Panthers beat the Falcons, but then the Falcons beat the Saints. That's what's gonna happen. The Falcons are gonna win.
Yeah, I got the Falcons winning too. I think Kirk Cousins is gonna look decent this
I
game.
don't think so. I just, bro, I keep getting proven.
Kirk?
I keep getting proven wrong about this, but I don't hate the Falcons defense, bro. Like they've had a couple bad games in a row. Don't get me wrong. They had Bryce Young in his best game ever against them, but
You know who is the most slept on? This is a dumb statement, but one of the most slept on safeties in the league, Jesse Bates, bro. I consistently see him.
I would not say he slept on.
No, I know that's why I'm saying it's a dumb thing
Yeah,
to say, but like
he's so good.
he's not put enough for the best safety in the league. I feel like
Yeah,
People-
yeah, yeah. I agree.
When he should be in that conversation, absolutely.
He is
Like he
really
makes
good.
so many
and
nasty plays,
the
bro.
Saints offensive line isn't great. They traded Trevor Penning at the deadline too, so that's just less like
Where they
rotation.
trade him? Do you remember?
Chargers, for like a 7th round pick.
Probably not doing shit over there.
But
either, bro.
yeah, I don't know. I just could see the Falcons D getting after Tyler Shuck. I mean, if he wins again, I might be bought in on Tyler Shuck. You know me, I liked him a lot coming out of the draft, or not a lot, but I liked him more than the average person. But I'm gonna take the Falcons here. I want to see Kirko get.
All right, Bucks Rams. You picked the Rams. We can move on, right?
Where's this game?
Bucks Rams.
No, I'm trying to find it. I'm like pretty positive. I did pick the Rams because it's prime time, and Baker's not the greatest in prime
And
time.
you need a game.
And not even that, bro. The Rams defense is really good. Y'all's defense is kind of ass. The Rams offense is probably the best offense in the league. Y'all might get 40 dropped on your head again, honestly. And I just don't know if y'all can keep up. That's really all it is. Because I feel like the Bills defense has sucked this year.
We can keep up.
I
Like,
don't
come
think-
on,
I don't
realistic.
think
We
y'all
can keep up with whoever.
I
But
don't
we
think y'all
can't keep up enough. But
The
we
thing
can
is,
keep
I
up.
think y'all could keep up with the Bills because their defense has looked like shit all year. This Rams.
What about
D-line,
Seattle? Whose defense looked great, and we kept up and beat them. You know what I'm saying? Like our offense can.
I like the Rams defense more than Seattle's.
Okay.
But
Ooh, really?
Yes,
That's a fun topic.
I will say I didn't really factor that in. Y'all did keep up with Seattle's defense.
But the only thing that's better for Rams versus Seattle is the D line.
Their D-line's really good, bro.
The Rams D line's insane.
I don't care if Bucky's back. Is he going to be back this game?
I don't think so, bro.
So y'all aren't going to be able to run the ball. Sean Tucker had a
No.
great game against the Bills, but they've
It's
sucked
not gonna
against the
matter.
run all
Not
year.
gonna matter. Yeah.
It's not going to matter. Y'all won't be able to run the ball.
Chris
no
Godwin's
Mike
probably not
Evans,
gonna be
still no
back.
Chris Godwin.
Yeah. It's
Like,
it's rough.
And this is the best offense in the league against an injured secondary on top of it with no pass rush. Like, I'm sorry. I think the Rams take it. I'm
It
curious what the
sucks.
spread
It
is for
sucks,
this
man.
game.
You know what nobody really talks about enough? Like, I think Emeka Ibuka got overrated so much to where
Yes. Like,
you're agreeing with me.
yes, I'm agreeing with you.
Like to where no one is crediting how hurt we are.
Yeah, like
Emeka Ibuka's our wide receiver 4 realistically.
Yeah, like he stepped up so big that people are acting like Baker still has a really good target to throw to.
Our
And he's a
receiver,
great receiver, don't get me wrong, but
our
he's still
our wide receiver 1 and 2 right now are rookies.
yeah. The
You know what I'm
Rams are
saying?
6.5
And the-
point favorites.
Let's just think about the universe to where Jalen McMillan doesn't break his neck preseason.
Yeah.
Emeka could have never done shit all rookie season, and Jalen McMillan is over. I'm not saying that happens. We drafted
Yeah.
Emeka first round,
I
of
feel
course.
like Ibuka broke out so hard that people forget that like y'all
He's
don't
a
have any,
rookie.
y'all don't have any of your weapons. Bucky's out, Mike Evans is out, Chris Godwin's out. Like
yeah,
it kind of takes away from the seriousness of what y'all have lost.
yeah.
on
Like
offense
we
this year.
have been so hurt on offense,
and
bro.
that's a
and
big
Baker
reason I
has
saw-
like and Baker's performance against the Bills was not talked about enough for like
Mhm.
he had a really bad interception. One of the interceptions was really bad, but like Baker's gonna Baker every once
Dude,
in
you
a
know
while,
who's impressed me for the Rams this year, weirdly enough, on defense is Emmanuel Forbes, bro.
Yeah, awesome.
By the way, let's
awesome.
not forget this guy got drafted above Christian Gonzalez to the Commanders. Let's never forget that. What a whiff, by the way.
That was a whiff just because of the comparison, even like them coming into college. But Emmanuel Forbes was a first round talent.
But dude, like
Christian
I'd say
Gonzalez
it's
was
kind of like
better.
the Jalen Rager above Jay Jettis.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Bud? Jalen Ray. It should have been Jettas here,
Yeah.
Jalen Rager here,
But
right?
Emmanuel Forbes has been playing like I thought he was like he was on the practice squad at some
Yeah,
point.
he's on his way out.
I thought he was done, but he's actually been not like I'm not saying he's a fantastic corner, but he's been way better than my
I think
expectations were of him.
PFF, he's top 50 right now.
PFF.
Oh
rankings
my
are dog
gosh!
shit.
Did you see what MMG said about PFF?
No,
It's like
is it that it's the thing that it's owned by Chris Collinsworth?
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't know
but
that.
I've always known that PFF's dog shit. Like PFF,
But it's owned by
Like-
Chris Collinsworth, who uses it as a negotiation tactic in his own shit.
yeah.
We need to create our own PFF. Baker's number 1.
JJ McCarthy's like number 32.
JJ McCarthy's high up. Jettas is easily best receiver.
Yeah. But no, PFF rankings are ass. I've always known that. Like, I'm not buying into the PFF.
It's like
rankings at all.
our like top 10 opening kickoff
you know,
rankings.
Saquon's PFF ranking this year, mind you, Saquon hasn't been great, but it's like a 59 or something like that. Like Saquon's on a 59 ranked running back out of 99. Like,
No, I mean I'd put him 32 at minimum, right? Like
no, not ranked. Like 59. I think it's 59
Point-
out of 99 or something. Like, it's like an overall kind of.
yeah, that's way too low. That's like a D minus, bro. That's a failing grade.
Exactly.
Not even a failing grade running back.
I
you
don't
know?
know. Yeah, I'm saying PFF rankings are just ass.
I give him like a C minus, maybe like a low 70, right?
Yeah. We got one game left.
Yeah, Panthers 49ers. 49ers.
What a fucking primetime game.
I forgot to write 49ers. I do have 49ers.
What a primetime game, by the way. Just shit primetime games consistently. But yeah, I got the 49ers. Brock Purdy. Honestly, bro, I hope the 49ers win for your
Oh my-
sake.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Dude, we need a deal. We
Did y'all
need
play the Niners this year?
We beat the Niners.
Okay, that's good. 'Cause I was going to say, if they win this game, that'd be really bad for y'all.
Yeah. But I'm saying, could you, if we beat the Bucks, sorry, oh my God. We beat the Rams, and then the Panthers the 49ers beat, we help each other out. The 49ers take the 1 seed,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just bury the Panthers a little bit more.
Well, no, I think the Rams are still 2 games ahead of the Niners.
It's only 1 because they're tied in series.
Oh, shit. Well, would the Niners go above them?
So
then?
they'd be I don't think they'd go
There
above,
would be
but they-
other shit that would factor in when I don't
but
know
they'd
all
be
the
tied. It
details.
wouldn't be a game
Yeah,
difference.
but
So it would be big.
Yeah,
It'd
y'all
be
can help
big,
each
yeah.
other out here. All right, all we have left is power rankings.
You want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Honorable mentions. If you're new here, teams that are on bye weeks, you're left out of the power rankings. It started because power rankings were hard, and then it just kind of stuck. So honorable mentions, I have the Colts because they were on a bye week. You get left out of the top 10. If you want to be in the top 10, don't have a bye week. It's that simple. And then the only honorable mention that wasn't on a bye week goes to the Bucks. Really good team. Super hurt right now. It's just hard to put you in the top 10 right now. This is the team that was originally in the honorable mention, but they're coming off of a win. I want to see more out of them, but I do have the Packers. Man, I don't know how much longer I can keep putting them up here if they keep playing the way they've been playing. We'll see what happens this week against Minnesota. Hopefully they don't absolutely mollywop us, but I want to see more out of the Packers for me to be, think of them the way I did before the season started. Number 9. This is actually the first time this team has touched my power rankings all season. They arguably could be higher on the list.
Bears.
I have the Bears. Obviously, you can only play who's in front of you, but I don't think they've had like the craziest competition all season. That's including the Vikings, who are dog shit. Number 8, I have the 49ers. The healthier they get, they just continue to get better and better. It does suck that they're not going to get Fred Warner back. They're not going to get Nick Bosa back. They're not going to get Michael Williams back. Like, that defense is going to stay injured, but Saul is a really good DC. I think he's going to find ways to make
Bro.
it work defensively.
Like,
They're 7-4 with all those players gone.
I know, like, I'm thinking about what I'm saying.
No Brandon Ayuk either, by the way. He's supposed to come back soon.
You know me, I'm not that big of a Brandon Ayuk guy, but the point I'm making doesn't even involve Brandon Ayuk. So what I was just saying about the Buccaneers offense, like not getting enough credit, like for what we've done as offensive
Yeah.
unit, the 49ers aren't getting enough credit.
Bro, they've
Like
been through
with
a
no Fred
lot this
Warner,
year.
yeah, and they're still playing decent ball.
They've been playing with Mac Jones. They didn't have Ricky Pierce almost all season. They missed
Yeah, dude.
George Kittle for a few weeks. Like, they've been super
Is
injured.
is
they've been
what's
winning
his
games.
face coach of the year realistically top, or do you think it's still the Colts?
I think it's Vrabel, honestly. I feel
Yeah, it's
like
Vrabel.
It's either Vrabel or
It's Vrabel.
Shane Steichen, because they like to give it to
Yeah,
a team
no, I
that-
think it's Vrabel.
a
No
team with
question.
low expectations that came in and
No, you're right. It's Vrabel. No question.
Number 7, I have the Lions. Maybe a little high for them after their performance against Philly. I just think, and they're also above the Bears, even though they're technically below them in the division, bro. The Lions just have so much firepower. Like, they're technically out of the playoffs as of right now, but I just don't. There's just no situation.
I'm
in my
so sorry to
brain.
interrupt you. They've only played once, right? The Lions and Bears.
Have they even played this year?
They played week 1, right?
No, they played the Packers week 1.
They did play because Ben Johnson lost to the Lions. That's
yes,
for sure.
yes, because everybody booed him. And
But they
got
only
shit-
played.
got shit
They
on.
only played once, right?
Yes.
So with the Bears beat the Lions again, that's be really
That would be
interesting.
huge. I think the Lions will probably sweep the Bears.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Number
you,
6, I have the Bills. I feel like their wins have just been kind of weird this year. You know, they played really close with a super beat up Bucks team. They've lost to the Falcons this year. They lost to the Dolphins a couple weeks ago, and you know they have a couple tough games coming up. I would like to put them higher, but there's some good teams right now. With that being said, number 5, I have Seattle coming off a loss, but against a team that I have, spoiler alert, ranked as the number 1 team in the league. Sam Darnold had a pretty rough game. The defense stepped up big time. Honestly, with how bad Sam Darnold played, it made me believe even more in the Seattle team because of how big time that defense stepped up.
Yeah, dude.
Your quarterback threw the ball to the wrong team 4 times, and it came
Your quarterback played a shit game, and y'all still almost
and
won.
y'all had an opportunity to win the game on a field goal. Number 4, the highest I've put this team all year, I have the Denver Broncos, currently sitting at the top of the
That's
AFC.
low, dude.
I'm still not completely bought in. They're not frauds. I'm still not completely bought in. Number 3,
Okay.
Number 3, I have the Eagles, kind of similar as the Broncos. I want to see more out of them, but you know they're winning games and beating good teams like Detroit. Number 2, I have the Patriots. They're just on a heater right now. I don't even care that it was the Jets. It was a short week, and they played really good. And Travion Henderson, the more he touches the ball, the better they get, and he's just going to keep touching the ball more and more as we go on. And number 1, I have the Rams. I think this is the best offense in the league. They kind of had a down week here against Seattle, but it's a division game. Stafford, like I said earlier, 22 straight touchdowns without an interception. The best receiver duo in the league. And on the other side of the ball, like I said, probably the best defensive line in the league. So, and the best head coach in the league. So I don't see how this team.
Real quick, with the Vrabel situation and Travion Henderson, he got a lot of flack for not playing Travion Henderson early. That's how you do it, no?
That's what the Lions did with Jahmyr Gibbs his rookie year.
That's what you do. He did it perfectly, you know? Like,
working out.
Vrabel's a
It's kind of like a hidden
The
weapon.
Titans letting over. I have never once shit on
Stupidest
Vrabel.
thing ever.
And the Patriots took full advantage.
Bro, Vrabel took Ryan Tannehill-led Titans to the playoffs.
AFC
as a
championship.
1 seed.
AFC Championship, Maddox.
No, and he got fired because of a couple down years.
2 or 3 years later.
Actually insane. And guess who their new head coach is now? On the fucking couch watching the team. So
Yeah, Brian Callahan had one good year with the Bengals, and it was
I don't
like,
think Brian Callahan ever should have been a head coach, honestly.
no, he shouldn't have. It was lightning in a bottle with the Joe Burrow situation, getting a job because of Vrabel. It was the same thing like Gerard Mayo should have never been a head coach, but it was situational, right? Okay, so here are my power rankings. Honorable mention. I completely forgot who my honorable mention was. It was somebody who's ranked the same as the 49ers. But at number 10, I got the 49ers. They're playing great football. Brock Purdy's just continuing to get better. Not continuing to get better. Continuing to get more healthy, and as Brock Purdy plays more, I think they're just going to get better. At number 9, I have the Packers. I'm not fully bought in on the Packers. I would not be shocked if they lose next week and they're out of my top 10. At number 8, I got the Chicago Bears. I love to see it. I really do like the Chicago Bears a lot. Caleb's playing some decent football right now. Caleb's getting better every week, which is scary. The NFL needs to be terrified.
Yeah, Caleb wasn't great this week.
He's
But
playing
against
Minnesota.
Against Brian Flores.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he beat Brian Flores, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think J.J. McCarthy beat Brian Flores.
that's so funny. Yeah,
But no, Caleb. Yeah,
Caleb had some
the thing
really.
is, he didn't have the greatest week, but he was protecting the ball.
But how many plays, Maddox? Like that one run he had on that third down.
Oh, this is actually something I forgot to talk about. Apparently, it's impossible to sack Caleb Williams. Like, holy shit.
So
Can
he's
our pass
good,
rushers
dude.
wrap his ass up?
No, I think he's just that good.
No, he literally.
Did you see? Oh my God, Maddox, we had a roughing the passer, and he witnessed. Remember the Lamar Jackson conversation we had?
The body
where,
weight shit.
Where it's like the body weight shit. And he's like, how is that a flag? And I was like, me and Maddox,
Stupidest rule ever.
we're just talking about this, where it's like Josh Allen. How else do you sack Josh Allen?
Yeah, because if you don't, he's just going to break away.
Exactly.
Like,
So our player, Maddox, like grabs his leg, and like Josh Allen fights it like this. And if you're going like this, how else does a player
that's
tackle
what I'm
you?
saying. I feel like if anything, if you're trying in a position like that where you're wrapping up and you're falling to the ground with him, if you try to keep your body weight off of him, I feel like you're almost risking yourself more than you're risking the quarterback.
And
the quarterback's not going to get injured by being wrapped up and somebody's body weight landed on him. If you're trying to spin off of him to get your body weight off him, I feel like you could injure yourself on the turf, like with a weird injury like that.
the body weight conversation is when players fall to the back of their head is the whole thing.
Yeah, I just don't. The thing is, I just don't like quarterbacks getting special rules.
I
if you hit him after
completely
they throw
agree
the
with you.
ball, but if you can tackle a receiver with your full
That
body
is
weight,
why
you should
that
be able
should.
to tackle.
That's why the body weight flag should not be a rule because how
football
else
players.
do you bring down Josh Allen, right?
And they're playing football.
And
at
so,
the end
like,
of the day.
And so, like, literally, I remember that's what I was telling Andy. Like, it's not fair because we can't bring down Josh Allen, and it's like our player makes a good play and hits Josh Allen hard because you have to. And Josh Allen got up after and told the ref, like, "Hey, man, he put my full body weight on me," and the ref's like, "Oh, you're right, flag."
Yeah.
And it's like,
Blah, 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 blah.
and it's like you can't even blame him because it's like that is like on paper a flag. So. Just to interrupt, number 6. So at number 5, I have the Eagles because I had the Bills at 6. So 7 Seahawks, Bills 6. Number 5, I had the Eagles. Mid-win, but they're the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
I think they're going to beat the Cowboys.
Their defense might be better than it was. I don't know if I already said this. It might be better
You did
than
say
it was
this, yeah,
last
dude.
year.
Insane.
Bro,
Insane.
Jalen Phillips, by the way, has been a game wrecker 2 weeks in a row. Howie Roseman, bro.
And Jahad Campbell's been a really good middle linebacker to pair with Zach Bond.
Bro, they have, like, deep linebacker depth, deep defensive line depth, deep corner depth. Like,
Oh, my God, 'cause they have Dean, who's their backup.
and Zach Bond.
Yeah, they have the best 3 linebackers in the league.
And probably the best, like, rotational defensive line in the league.
Yeah, dude. All right, at number 4, I have the Rams, who's your number 1. The only reason...
Wow.
The only reason they're number 4 is because I base it record-wise, and they have 3 losses. That's why the Colts.
You forget to like.
That's why the
have some
Colts are
personality.
number 3. They have 1 less win with bye weeks, and they have the Broncos at number 2. And then my number 1 team in the NFL right now with 9-2. They've had a hard record. They've beaten teams like the Bills. They've beaten good teams like the Buccaneers. They've beaten consistently good teams. MVP candidate right now. My number 1 team in the NFL, the New England Patriots, which is fair.
I don't think it's unfair at all. All right, before we end the episode, we're
All right,
gonna
this is
dive
fun.
in to if the NFL playoffs started today. We're gonna dive into what would happen.
And
here.
this is what we'll do. I have a fun idea. Sorry, because I know you kind of had this plan. So did you
I didn't
kind of
actually
want to?
plan.
So
I
let's
was gonna
go,
kind of freestyle.
so let's go through it game by game,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see if we try to agree, and if we don't agree, rock paper scissors for
All
it.
right, let's do it. And then we're gonna come down to a Super Bowl winner.
All right.
All right, in the AFC, Denver is the number 1 seed with a first round bye. They're kind of getting benefited because of the Colts having a
Yeah.
bye, but that's just how it goes. Wild card round, we have Buffalo versus Pittsburgh. I think we both know how that would go. Buffalo would absolutely shit on them. It'd be very similar to last year when they played the Broncos.
Yeah, dude.
Another wild card game, we'd have the Chargers against the Colts. I'm assuming we both got the Colts there.
Yes, sir.
And then we have the Patriots against the Jags. Assuming we both also have the Patriots there.
Okay.
Should we go do the full AFC or should we go to NFC wildcard games?
Whatever you want to do.
Let's go to the NFC wildcards games. Philadelphia gets the first round bye in the NFC.
They're the 1 seed right now in the NFC with their record.
They are the 1 seed. They're 8-2.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
They only have 2 losses.
Yes, they lost to the Broncos, and they lost to.
I don't know why I thought they were like
Holy
4
shit,
losses.
Who else did they? Oh, the Giants and the Broncos is who they lost to.
Wow.
All right, wild card round. We got Seattle versus Tampa Bay. Now we're assuming the playoffs in today, so y'all have y'all same roster y'all have right now. If we're assuming the playoffs in today, you have no Mike Evans, you have no Chris Godwin.
We didn't have any of those guys when we beat them.
That is true.
Give me Tampa Bay one time, and we can debate more next time. We beat them already.
I'll give you.
We'll do
Tampa
one
Bay.
time.
I think if the playoffs did start today, I would take Seattle.
It'd be scary. It'd be
I would give you
scary.
Tampa Bay. Now this would be a sick
Seattle,
win.
since we've played Seattle, they've only gotten hotter and we've gotten colder.
Exactly. Because y'all were hot as shit during that. That was like the Baker MVP hype phase. Green Bay at Chicago. I think I would take
I like
Green
Chicago.
Bay. You think Chicago?
I'm fine with Green Bay. You gave me Tampa Bay. I'll give you Green Bay.
I just think Micah against Caleb.
Yeah, and like it's Caleb's
And if
first
we're assuming
playoff
playoffs
series.
in today, I think we have to assume the same we did with the Bucks. The secondary would stay pretty injured.
Yeah. And as Jordan Love's been there, Caleb hasn't.
Yes.
Mike
Alright.
LaFleur's been there. Ben
And
Johnson
then we
hasn't.
got San Fran versus LA as another wildcard game. I would take LA in this game. They've split games so far this year. It would be in
Brock
LA.
Purdy's healthy now. George Kittle's healthy now. They got a fully healthy team. And
No Nick Bosa, no Fred Warner.
but we have to put this in a factor. In his whole career, Mike Shanahan has never been to the playoffs and not been in the NFC Championship.
That's his dad, though. His name's Kyle Shanahan. I know. I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But that is the thing. Like since like he's been a head coach for 10 some years.
I think I would take the Rams in this game.
Stafford's playing good. Puka's fully
I think
healthy.
Stafford wants it on his way out, bro.
Let's give it to the Rams. I like it.
All right. So moving on back to the AFC divisional round.
We got to do the worst seeds, remember?
Yeah, I got it. We got Denver versus. Hang on, let me just write them both down real quick. Oh, this would be so sick. All right,
Dude,
we got
so fun. That's
we got
so
the
fun.
Broncos versus the Bills. I would take the Bills here. You know me. I think playoff Josh Allen when it's not against Mahomes is pretty damn good.
Yeah, there's no Mahomes in the playoffs. Josh Allen's dying for this win.
And I just like I said earlier, I think
Better coach.
I think Denver's a first round exit unless they get the first round bye, or if they play like the Chargers.
I like it.
So you like Buffalo here?
I like Buffalo.
All right, and then we get the Colts versus the Patriots. I personally think I would take the Colts here.
Fuck, I don't know, man.
I think the Colts defense has been playing a little bit better. I think
How does that Patriots defense stop Jonathan Taylor?
I don't think they do. Milton Williams is out right now.
Because here's the thing, they just got Sauce too. They just got Sauce. We don't know how the Sauce thing's gonna pan out. Fuck. Okay,
This would be a really cool playoff
we
game.
can't take Sauce into factor because he's just played, right? Of course he's Sauce.
played a game though.
He has played a game, and we give him a B that game, right? We can't give him like that good. But I'm saying like with how good Drake May has played, I think he could torch how the Colts secondary has played so far this season, right?
Yeah.
And I think the Patriots defense could, but Jonathan Taylor, yeah, I got the Colts.
All right.
I agree with you. But dude, I would not bet against the Patriots that game.
Yeah, no, that would be a really, really cool playoff game. All right, let me see. All right, in the NFC divisional round, first off, we have the Packers versus the Eagles. Similar matchup to last year.
Yeah, I got the Eagles.
I think I would take the Eagles as well. I just think if the Packers, assuming they, continued playing the way they've been playing recently, it's crazy because Philly's kind of been the same way though. But we just saw this game recently, and they both did what they've been doing recently, and the Eagles just did it that much better. So, and also we didn't even talk about this in the Giants game, bro. There was like 5 drops. Not the dropped interceptions that we talked about. There, like Romeo Doubs had like 3 drops, multiple drops from receivers in that Green Bay game. The receivers need to step it up.
Yeah, dude.
And then
It happened last year, and they beat them this year.
and then
It
this
was
is
just
probably
happening.
gonna be rock paper scissors because we have the matchup we're gonna be going into this.
Oh
week.
yeah, we disagree.
Tampa
we
Bay
did. Yeah, we had the rock
and
paper
the Rams.
scissors. Yeah,
I would take the Rams here. You would take the Bucks, so we're gonna have to rock paper.
because I get why you're rock paper scissoring. If we had if this is actual playoffs with Mike Evans and Buck
I
Irving,
would
it's a
still
little
take
more
the Rams,
interesting.
though.
We want to
It's
show
just-
best one or best out of 3.
Just best one on shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. All right, Tampa Bay
Yes.
moves on in the AFC Championship. Josh Allen finally frees himself from his kryptonite, but does he find a new one in Daniel Jones? That is the question of the day.
Okay.
I think
Out
if
of
Josh
respect to
Allen-
Josh Allen, we have to give it to him, right?
I think if Josh Allen gets a whole entire
AFC
playoffs-
Championship
if
without
if he gets
Mahomes.
a whole entire
If he's in the
playoff-
AFC Championship and anybody's in his way that's not Mahomes or Lamar Jackson,
yeah, not even just Lamar. I think if he gets a whole entire playoff run without seeing Mahomes, he's going to take advantage and make.
he's never lost in the playoffs to anybody but Mahomes.
Yep.
You
So-
know, statistically, Maddox, he's like the second best quarterback ever in playoffs.
Yeah, shout out Mahomes.
Like literally, like you have to look up his stats. Like it's insane how
Yeah.
good he is
It's
in
really crazy.
playoffs.
I'm sure you remember. I made a video on it a while ago, but just like how many AFC quarterbacks like haven't even really gotten
Yeah.
a shot in the playoffs just because Mahomes exists.
But it's hard not to give it to Indiana because I'm like, who on that Bills team is gonna? But it's like
Yeah.
Josh Allen.
What's crazy is I think we're gonna end up with the Super Bowl prediction that you have every single year.
I think the Bucks
I-
could take down
I
the
like.
Eagles.
I don't like y'all's matchup against the Rams. I like y'all's matchup against Philly.
All right, let's rock paper scissors for.
No, I'm saying I think y'all would beat Philly.
Let's do it. Let's rock paper scissors for Bucks Bills.
Oh shit! And y'all just played. Yeah, I would take Buffalo.
I know you would take Buffalo, and you know me. Like
If we did all this over again, and we were assuming it was the actual playoffs, like in January, like everybody has their players, this might have gone a little differently. Like I'd probably take Seattle against y'all.
I would, if we're fully healthy, bro. We beat Seattle not fully healthy, and they were fully healthy. You know, like Seattle didn't have to
I don't
play
know.
Bucky
but
and
it's like
Mike
you
Evans.
said, I think like when you're hot, it matters.
I know, but going into the playoffs, we're gonna be hot because
I mean, not necessarily. The division's
don't
not
know.
great.
yeah, we don't know.
But yeah, I guess we're rock paper scissors for who's gonna win the Super Bowl if the playoffs ended today.
They just beat us. It's like here's the thing, Maddox. They just beat us, so kinda
It's only right.
it's only right to give it to Buffalo.
Yeah.
But how do I not rock, paper, scissors for my
Yeah,
team,
rock, paper,
you know?
scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. No way you stuck with the same thing, bro. That's crazy. Well, if the playoffs ended today because of multiple rock, paper, scissors matchups, the Buccaneers.
That was a
are
fun little segment.
your
But
Super
it was
Bowl
fun that the only
champions.
one we... So, realistically, maybe Buffalo. Because I think...
So if you didn't win the rock, paper, scissors on the Rams, I think it would be Rams, Bills.
Who'd you give it to? Rams? So it's an NFC team no matter what. If Stafford's in it, bro. But
Well,
man,
no,
how
it's
is
not
Josh
an NFC.
Allen? Oh
For
my
me,
God.
it's not an NFC team no matter what because I think the Bills beat y'all.
Okay,
I think,
better.
I think the Rams are significantly better than you guys just because of the defense, bro. Y'all's
We shall
defense
find
is
out.
ass. Y'all's defense is really bad.
We shall find out. But, okay, here's a fun question to finish out with. Josh Allen, his first Super Bowl that he's ever been in.
Dude.
So just put him in this game and put in Stafford. Legacy-wise, you know Stafford's just that dog. He wants another ring just as bad as Josh Allen wants his first.
Yeah.
Who is actually more willing to die for that Super Bowl? Like, dead ass.
No,
Who
I
is
think
more
Josh-
willing? No, like death.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen's more willing to die.
You
But
think so?
I don't think that's the only factor of two.
Of course. No, I'm just saying just that
But,
factor.
like,
You
I
would
think
give the
Josh-
death to Josh.
Bro, Josh Allen hasn't even had a chance to be in the Super Bowl
So you
yet.
think Josh Allen like isn't even thinking about anything else other than winning?
Yeah. Other than maybe Haley Seinfeld. Apparently that's his real motivation.
I'm saying like
I feel like Stafford, he's like, bro, I'm 37. I'm about to retire. Like, I got a ring.
Josh Allen's just thinking about that win, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. As much as I, like, love Stafford and I love the Bucks, if this was the matchup and I want to see Stafford get another ring, like, it would break my heart to
If
see
Josh Allen lose the Super
finally
Bowl.
make the Super Bowl and not even win.
The
bro.
only way my heart would be broken, wouldn't be broken, is if it was the Bucks.
But
And you
even,
know
I
what's
feel like
sad?
even if the Bucks win, a little part of you would be like, bro, that, like, whenever they pan on Josh, you know how they always pan
Oh
on
my
the fucking-
God, my
Bro,
heart.
I hate when they do that, by the way. Can we just show the team celebrating
Yeah,
instead
I
of all
agree.
the sad players,
I
please?
agree.
But, dude, like, that would hurt my feelings so bad for him. But
He
hey,
deserves. He might never get one. There's been a bunch of good players who've never won
Yeah.
a ring.
I know, it's crazy.
But I mean, Drew Brees. Here's the thing: Drew Brees got one, and he's like statistically one of the best quarterbacks ever. That
Yeah.
might be a Josh Allen
Most
case. You
underrated
never
quarterback
know.
ever, in my opinion. Drew Brees.
Is that it's gonna be Josh Allen for people in 10
Drew Brees
years?
is the reason Sean Payton has a job.
is he the reason Josh Allen reason Sean McDermott has a job?
At
No,
this point, maybe.
no, because he's consistently put up
But
great
he's
records.
a defensive guy, no?
I have no clue, honestly. I think he
Yeah,
is.
he is a
Oh yeah,
defensive
because he
guy.
brings in offensive guys.
Yeah, his defensive guy.
Did you see
Yes.
the meme where it was like Brian Daboll arriving to the Bills facility, like
Yeah.
your savior is here.
I wonder where Brian Daboll is going to go. I don't think he goes back to Buffalo, but he'll go be an OC somewhere. Maybe Kubiak goes and gets a head coaching job next year and he goes to Seattle.
I have no clue where Dayball goes, bro. I have no clue. After that Jackson Dart shit you told me, I think that's gonna put some sour taste in people's mouth,
Oh yeah,
bro.
for sure.
Like, cause I went into more depth into after you
It's
told me
bad.
it. It was bad. Like legit bad. Like
He literally threw his quarterback in the ringer to save his own job.
legit. And like, yes and no, cause Russell Wilson was just sucking dick by
No,
then,
but
right?
I'm not saying throwing him in the ringer isn't starting him. I'm saying you're
Play
willing to
calling-wise.
put him in harm's way to, you know. It
Constantly.
is crazy. I kind of called the entire Giants.
You
season.
did, but constantly going to the concussion protocol and the way they handled that whole concussion protocol. I remember explaining that
Remember when
to
he went in
Anaheim.
the tent?
No, he went into the tent unprofessional as fuck.
Yeah,
For the coach to do that, Scatterboo going into the tent,
I think it's fine.
that's better than Dable.
I feel like
Because
it's-
Scatterboo, it's like you just find that player checking on his homeboy.
yeah, and I feel like
But the head
Daboll's
coach,
going in there and he's like, "Holy fuck, I'm gonna lose my job." I
Yeah.
feel like Scatterboo's like,
you
"Bro,
need to
this
be.
is my-"
You have a million people to focus on.
yeah.
You have your training staff do that, and you have a backup you put in, and you focus.
I
on
will
the
say
game.
there's like this much of me that like saw how much Dayball loved Jackson Dart and like kind of feels for him, like he finally got his quarterback that he wants, and he doesn't like. I also feel
Yeah.
for Jackson Dart, you know, your rookie quarterback and your head coach, and he like even though he went through all that, I'm
He
sure
liked
Jackson
Daboll.
Dart liked Dayball. Like he
I
seemed
agree.
to like Dayball. a lot.
Dayball is an offensive guru at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's not maybe
He got
not a
Daniel
head
Jones a
coach.
playoff win.
Yeah, we have to think this. Like Mike McDaniels, maybe he's not an offensive coach, but can we not argue that there's
Yeah.
not 20 coaches in the NFL who
No,
know
like,
offense
if
better than Mike
If
McDaniels?
McDaniels gets fired, he's gonna go be a really
Exactly.
good
If he
OC
gets
somewhere
fired,
next
but
year.
is there 20 better play callers in the NFL than him? No.
Yeah, probably not.
You know what I'm saying? So same thing with Dayball. Is there 20 to 25 better play callers in the NFL than him? Maybe not.
Maybe not. Do you think? I hate to like put you in a bad mindset. Do you think if like God forbid something happens and like y'all either lose a division or it becomes the same thing as last year where y'all barely take the division again, like where y'all should have probably won it by a little bit more? Do you think Dayball finally starts getting like questioned about? I feel like
Dayball or Bulls?
Todd Bowles. I feel like you and like real Bucks fans don't like him, but I feel like when it comes to the Bucks organization, there's never even conversation on moving.
There
on
won't be
from him.
conversation. He just got extended.
Do you think even if y'all find a way to slip up the division with how y'all started this year, there won't even be a talk?
He just got extended, bro. And like the
That
way
doesn't change that much.
the
though.
way our GM is, he's such an in-house guy. We don't
Yeah.
make trades. Our whole Zion McCollum's our second corner who we drafted in the 5th round, who's just had a good few years, so we want to keep him on, and we just extended him. That's just the way they run it. And so unless John Gruden came back, like something like that, right, where it's like this legendary Bucks coach or
I don't
something.
think Gruden will ever be back in the NFL.
Well, I'm not saying this.
No,
he
but you're
would.
saying that would be what
Something
it would take.
like that, where it's like we got a chance at a guy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe if Bulls really slips up, but like
I feel like if y'all
we're stuck with Bulls.
If y'all found a way to lose a division this year, that'd be a really bad slip up, bro. Y'all were what?
I agree.
6-1. Are on a 3-game losing streak?
No, I think
Because y'all lost to the Bills, y'all lost to the Patriots. Who'd y'all play before that?
Saints.
Oh,
So
yeah.
6-3, 5 or 5-1 in a point.
Yeah, if y'all were 5-1 in a division that's not very good, and y'all found a way to slip it up and lose it, like I feel like you gotta start looking at the head coach because it's clearly not Baker.
I agree.
And it comes down to the defense, which has talent, and your head coach is a defensive guy. Like, I feel like if me and you can see the problem, like how does a GM?
Well, I mean, you gotta look at the third. Like I'm telling you, like 50% of the time, if they're in 3rd and 6 plus, they convert on us. That's a problem.
That's really
Because you have to think like, let's say 1st and 10 incomplete, or like vice versa. 1st and 10 3-yard run, 2nd and 7 incomplete.
Yeah.
We're like, let's
down.
go. But then flip of the coin, they get a first down. That's
Yeah.
not how it should be. It should be 75% of the time
Yeah.
we stop them, right? Like I would guess that's what it should be, right?
What makes me
Maybe
happy is I don't think Brian Flores will ever be a head coach again in the league after everything that happened with him trying to sue the NFL and
to the NFL, the whole thing where he
Talked-
snitched
and-
on Brady and
yeah,
talked
he
shit on
talks to
Brady.
and Sean Payton or whatever. Or no, that was he didn't talk to Sean Payton, but he talked to Brady.
It was a whole thing. No, he met with Brady and the
or
snitch.
no. They talked with Brady and Sean Payton behind his back, I think, and he snitched and tried to sue the NFL.
Maybe, but there is a bunch of shit.
But I also don't like, even though I'm not a fan of Tua, I don't like openly shit talking your quarterback. I'll never be.
No,
cool with
I
that.
completely agree. But also, I also don't like that he pulled the race card too. He pulled
Yeah.
the race card hard
I
on
feel
the
like
Dolphins.
the NFL is like. Is it fucked up to say as a white person? Like the NFL, I feel like is like the last place
The least racist
where
in
you should play the race
organization.
card. Yeah.
Least racist organization. Maybe. Let's just list the few cons to what we just said, right? So Colin Kaepernick compared this to slavery, where you have
That's really stupid.
really stupid. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying with his point he's making, you have these white billionaires
Yeah.
betting on measurements of more black players than not, and they're buying them.
And I can see.
see where the
I
argument.
can
So I'm
see
saying
the
there's stuff like
comparison, but
yeah.
it's a reach, you know.
It's a reach, huge reach. We don't agree with it, but there's just stuff like that, right? What was the point? What did you just say before I was making that?
I was like, is it racist as a white person to
Race-
say?
Yes.
Hey, like the NFL is like the least
Yeah. So it's like
pull the race card.
it's the least pull the race card, the least amount of white corners. So I completely agree with you. But there's arguments on the other side.
You
of
know
course.
what? I have a question to you as a fellow white. I always find it crazy, like when there's this many black head coaches and this many black starting quarterback. Like it always gets talked about, which that is not a problem with me. That's not what I'm claiming here. That's sick. We should give them their praise. But whenever Cooper DeJean's starting in the Super
Yes,
Bowl and gets
it
a pick
was
six,
like-
there's no like first white starting corner to do this. Like it would be really cool to hear things like that. I feel like.
Okay, I agree.
Do you think it's bad because like white people haven't gone through as much, so it's bad to like give them praise for overcoming black people? Maybe
That's such a stupid thing to say, right?
but no, but it's saying as in the sense of they're overcoming like the black people in their field.
But-
Could be what it comes across as.
Maybe, but the NFL is a black person field, so a white person
Yeah.
overcoming is more.
I don't think there's a single black person out there.
Okay, but like, we know for sure that there's never been a white starting corner in the NFL?
Well, there hadn't been a white starting corner in like years. Riley Moss is starting now.
So,
but
but like, never wants the NFL.
when do you
put
think
up-
the last time a white corner got a pick six in the Super Bowl was?
but they're not going to put up that stat. But they would happily put up the stat
Exactly.
first black quarterback to
Yeah.
get a rushing. Yeah,
But
I
I
agree.
think maybe it's just like how it could look. But I'm saying I don't think
Yeah.
there's a single like black NFL fan out there that would be like offended if they're like, this is the first ever white corner to get a pick six in a Super Bowl
But
since.
I also feel like most black fans, where they're like, "Oh, Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, first two black quarterbacks to ever play each other," like, cool. Like, I don't really care. Like,
yeah.
like never once is it like, "Oh, I feel represented because there's two black quarterbacks." Like, oh, it just happens to be the two best teams have two,
Black quarterbacks.
and they're both mixed. Is what's funny.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's start giving the white corner some praise. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, for real.
Is it racist to say it's more impressive to be a white corner than it is to be a black quarterback?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think it's insanely impressive to be a white corner,
It's way more impressive to be a white corner than a black.
especially with how the NFL is now.
You have to
I
think
feel like
about
being
it.
black at quarterback almost helps you.
You have to
now.
think about Lamar Jackson versus Cooper DeJean being their positions.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, you're the most athletic motherfucker on the
He could
face of
play
the
corner.
planet. You could play corner. You could play any position on the NFL, or you develop your life to learning how to throw a football. Okay, bet. Hey, Cooper DeJean, all you have is some decent athletic ability
And some grit.
and some grit. Learn to cover a guy.
Really good daughter dater.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like of course, like it's just like straight. Like I agree with you completely.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's start praising the white corners. Let's give them some love. Shout out Cooper
And-
DeJean. Let's our Jackie Robinson.
That's our job.
That's a little far. Obviously, that's a joke, but
That is a joke. It's of course a joke
yeah,
because it's not even close
that's
to the
all I
same.
got. Shout out Riley Moss though. I think the NFL hates white corners because Riley Moss, like a lot of them,
Gets no
does commit-
praise.
No, not even gets no praise. He like leads the league in called pass interference calls right now, and a lot of them he does.
Wow,
So
racist.
It kind of sucks because
He needs to get an end racism sticker on
yeah,
the back.
a
of
lot
his
of them.
helmet.
I feel like it's hard to defend him with the ones that he shouldn't get called for because he commits a lot of them. So it's like they're gonna call you a lot more strictly whenever you're committing more pass.
Have you
interferences, I
noticed
guess.
too? He wears long sleeves gloves and like he doesn't show any part of his whiteness.
Maybe he's trying to hide. Maybe
He
he,
know-
maybe he doesn't want them.
I'm
refs to
telling
know
you,
he's
Maddox.
white.
No, Max. I'm telling you, he never like shows